services and see how that goes.
Reports. I got something fucking weird with.
So let's try that again.
Fucking weird with.
How are we sounding? So let's try that again. Sounds good here. So hopefully we fixed the problem, whatever the hell it was. Here, so hopefully we fixed the problem. Sounds good there. And well, we are live, so wow, it was fucked up from the get-go. I don't want an ad. The fuck are you talking Skyrim ambience music? I want my fucking channel shit. I'm live, goddammit. So fucking fix it. Alright, so this one's just ended. So we gotta go back. We'll try being live on this one. Here we go. We'll try,
Thank you, Dear Butch, by the way.
This one. Here we go. We'll try,
Thank you, Dear Butch, by the way. Balls Hanger saying you the man. I don't know about being the man, but we've fixed it. We've got it all. Oh, Jesus. Just today. Oh, life in general. Alrighty, so we do have a show planned. We do have a show planned. If we can get the audio to work, if things can behave that way, we're going to do a show. We have the audacity to try. Put it that way. It's always fun when that stuff happens live. Oh yeah, isn't it though? I imagine it's just as fun for you guys on the receiving end as it is for me on the giving end, where I'm here and I'm like, oh, it's all fucking up live in real time at the worst possible moment. Isn't it just fun? Isn't afternoon Johnny in chat says Northern Finlander. Hey, Northern Finlander, good to see you. Even the chat from the old thing is. Damn it. Gotta close that down. All right. Where's this? There it is. Pop out the chat. There we go. Now we can do a show where the only fucked up part about the audio is just my regular voice. It's roasting hot here in the UK tonight. 25 degrees, says St. Caesar. Yikes. Dude, that sounds toasty. We don't use Celsius over here. We use Fahrenheit. And so 25 degrees is actually rather chilly, but in Celsius, not quite the case. Sounds a wee bit warm, my friend. Hopefully it'll cool down, I guess. We're coming to the end of a heat spell here, hopefully. It's supposed to get colder the last couple of days. I've got a friend coming up with her kids on this weekend. So we're gonna have a small child get together for my daughter, because that's the weird thing about being a parent, is literally having to early on having to arrange friendships for your children. Strange. You got to call your friends that have had kids and be like, hey, we get along. Do you think our children will? Or if your friends that maybe you get along with, but not everybody does in the household. So it's like you hang out with them independently, but now you're like, hey, I know we never do this here, but can you come here with your kids and we hang out and just see if the children like it. It's just strange. I feel like a weird kind of a pimp. St. Caesar, in India, they arrange marriages. Think yourself lucky. I mean, I could, but it's also the case of, man, that, again, I feel like a weird kind of pimp. I feel like a toddler pimp, where I'm just like, all right, you want to find some diaper wearers of the same age persuasion? Oh, St. Caesar's a boy. No, my the twin boys are gonna be are my friends, and my little little girl, my daughter, will be hanging out with the twin boys. But they'll be coming here, hanging out here where she has all of her toys and her pool and trampoline and things, and she'll be very happy. But, yeah, it's weird that I'm bringing people here for her to be friends with. Like, I gotta spend a considerable amount of time and effort in making her social. Because I guess if you don't, your children kind of become on a Rumble Friday, too. What? What do you mean on a Rumble Friday? What's on a Rumble Friday? Today's a Thursday, is it not? Yeah, it's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. I'm on the Steel Toe Show tomorrow. The kids are coming up on a Saturday, I believe, so should be good there. All right, we got the little pipe loaded if we need that. We are $5 into our goal for the day. I still have not been able to get a payout from Rumble, which hopefully I can do this. I emailed tech support. They emailed me back. Might take a day, and oh boy, does it. And their response a day later is, hey, you know the same articles that led you to emailing us? Go look at those. Dicks. Anyways, there's got to be a way to resolve it. We'll find it out. But right now, which means, other than the 30 that we chipped in on automatically yesterday, we'll just throw all the rest into the goal, whenever it comes in, and just knock it out for a day or two. But at any rate, let's copy this. Not as bad as Xbox support used to be when trying to get a refund. Oh, yeah, dude, that used to be stupid horrible. And it was so hard to get a refund because the fucking pronouns, and they keep modern daying us. That term is bothering me now. I've been thinking about that term for too long. And modern daying us. Dude, video games, most forms of entertainment, they stick their modern day shit in it, and like all of them. So that's a thing. Anyways, we'll throw these up now and we'll do it again later. Fucking pronouns, that guy needs to be a clip. You are right. I do need to get a clip of him just going, fucking pronouns. I mean, there's a part of him that's right, I'm not saying he didn't have a point. I'm just saying he leaned in way too hard. Way too hard. But, oh, wow, I got my thing in there twice. So it's like, boop, boop, and fuck my brother. Anyways, but yeah, he leaned in a little too hard, and the whole pronouns thing, like I said, if you watched that rant before you played the game, you really got a very, very big misrepresentation as to how prevalent the pronouns were in the game. You got this idea that it was this whole big ordeal about picking your pronouns. No, you could just change them if you wanted to. It was simply an option. It doesn't even point out that it's an option. It's just simply an option. So anyways, we are going to kick off our show since everybody's filtered.
Well, Sparkle Farts, all things being equal, you are technically correct.
Thank you very much, dear Butch. Really appreciate you kicking in those stickers and being part of the show. Let's check where we are on the sticker party thing, just in case that happens again. 480 bits away from a sticker party. Not too far off. So we can get towards that, possibly through the show. Anyways, so like I said, we're already $5 in. We got $45 to hit our overtime marker. And as soon as the show gets over, I've got to make another email to Rumble and see if we can get that thing to happen. Thank you, Thorn. Thank you. Where would we be without Thorn just farting at us once in a while? That's what I love about this show. They always they hold your ass to the fire or your nose to the Dutch oven. I mean, I could. Just doesn't seem like a good idea. But thank you. Thank you so much. We are going to be doing a show hopefully till 5:30. And like I said. If not, when we get our half-hour early break, we just get to start on emails. Get that figured out for tomorrow. So, damn right, says Thorne. You know damn right. Your daughter come to my house today and she kick my dog. And now my dog needs operation. There's an old one. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and start with our first story.
I was raided by the FBI and my...
You're getting ahead of me. I'm sorry, my voice got unbelievably gay just a moment ago. Random farts keep you vigilant and aware of your surroundings. I'm just helping. That's right, man. You got to keep your head on a swivel. Your nose has got to be ready. Crop dusts happen at any moment, at any time, and you have got to be ready to be like, whoa, too much beef. Oh, Jesus. Grandma, maybe ease up on the cheese, huh? Dairy ain't what it used to be for your gut. Alrighty, so this is a story I meant to get to yesterday. Howdy, everyone, says Luke Duke. Howdy, Luke Duke. Alrighty, so as I was saying, what was I saying? Fuck if I remember. Anyways, we had a story we were going to do yesterday. We didn't get to it. We're going to do it today. We're going to do it now. This is the updated version. Today's the abridged version. I don't own guns, so I don't know a lot about gun manufacturers, gun makers, gun safety, gun owning, gun safes, all that stuff. I don't deal with it. I just don't know a lot about it. But I kept hearing about, and this is the second time, Bud Light-styled controversy. Oh, we love to call it a Bud Light-styled every controversy now is a Bud Light-styled controversy. Anytime you've incurred the wrath of anything, oh my God, you just done Bud Lit your shit. You know what I mean? Everybody's happy about it, using that term. I feel like it gets overused. This one is one where I'd say probably not, though. Gun safe maker Liberty Safe gets backlash for giving FBI access to the alleged January 6th rioters' firearm. Screech! Thank you, Lagblast, for the 100 bits. Dear Butch, it's no controversy. Bud Light sucks. Well, I mean more like I'm talking more the controversy of Bud Light and Dylan Mulvaney and the whole, they kind of shit on their brand and they done fucked it right in the pooper, you know, just whoosh, right in the butt. It's a shame. But anyways, the gun safe maker Liberty Safe is catching backlash to people are equating it to a Bud Light level of backlash for what's happening with the FBI access to the alleged January 6th rioters' firearms. Now, the story of this is, actually, you know what? I don't need to tell you the story. We'll go to this. This guy is an alleged January 6th rioter, which I think we can all agree, at least in this room, because we're among friends. We can all agree, at least in this room, January 6th really wasn't the thing that they made it out to be. There weren't even, so far as I know, well, maybe that guy, Joe Berger with his fart. There weren't even really people violently doing stuff on that. From what I can understand, most of the real hinky shit was actually done by the fucking FBI. Dear Butch, I bet his pronouns are dude and bro. His pronouns are America. Fuck yeah. Alrighty. It was a riot. It was totally provoked by the government. I mean, it definitely was provoked by the government. And yes, it was not an insurrection. It wasn't this big bad thing. But as far as
the people involved. We seem to be very hung up. Well, I shouldn't say we. The judicial system? I don't know. The government seems to be very hung up on, like, rounding up and arresting all of these people. And that's caught a lot of backlash in general because people like myself don't view what any of these people did as a crime worthy of the jail time that they often get sentenced to. So when Liberty Safes gave the FBI the code to this dude's safe, apparently they didn't do something that a lot of people agree with, myself included. I feel like you don't need to give them the code to his gun safe. Either he's going to have his guns out when you go to get him, or he's not. And if he doesn't have his guns out when you go to get him, what does it matter? Why do you need access to his guns? No guns were used on January 6th. Nobody was shot. Nobody was harmed in that manner, from what I understand. So why would you need access to his firearms? There was, so far as I know, no firearm crime needing to be investigated. Hello, Johnny, says Taste Fairy. I like that. Is that a Animaniacs callback? I'm going to say it is, and I appreciate it.
Last week, I was raided by the FBI, and my house was searched over some January.
All right, so wait a minute. You're saying you were raided by the FBI. Was it this kind of a raid?
I feel strangely drawn to its presence.
Like that kind of a raid? I'm guessing not. Though that's more of a fun raid. Like, hey, we're having fun. Like, hey, oh, it's crazy. Guessing not. I don't even consider it a riot. I watched Minneapolis every night. That was a riot. FBI, open up! What the Jesus fuck? Where did you find that sticker for 100 bits? Holy fuck, thank you, Lab Glass. I didn't even know that one was there. Where are we from a sticker party? 720 bits away. So that means we are literally 280 bits from having a sticker party, at which point all of the stickers, like the FBI Open Up one and all the others, they'll be up on a little app over here, the heart on this part of the screen. Oh, that's right. I can reach behind him. Oh, it's nice how perfectly sized this is for this guy. It's like I'm behind. I can hold. Look, I'm holding you up, man. I'm supporting you. God, I'm retarded.
6 allegations. I guess the FBI called Liberty Safes, and Liberty Safes gave them a master code to get into my gun safe.
This is why I don't do digital safes, man. Master code. Fuck that running. I want myself one of them old cranky dials. You gotta have yourself some skills to get my guns. Gotta say, I like the look of your loadout here. A lot of nice hardware. After giving FBI agents an access code to open an Arkansas man's gun safe. Oh, we're doing the rest of this as a text story with music. Nathan Hughes, who's been charged with a felony civil disorder for his participation in the January 6th riot, was arrested by agents and his home raided. Yeah, this is again where I'm like, why did you need the gun safe thing? If you raided his home, you were going to pretty much get... Oh, I suppose I can remove my camera for this. You were going to get either guns drawn or guns not. And if the guns weren't drawn, you didn't need access to the safe. I sat up all night watching the Minneapolis riot, but was relieved to find out the next day that it was mostly peaceful, but fiery protest. Yeah, it was mostly peaceful, unless you were, in that area.
You good? Huh? I got you.
Yeah, and let me ask you, you guys, you rated him pretty hard and heavy. Why'd you need the gun safe? In a statement, Liberty Safe claimed it was their company protocol to provide access codes to law enforcement if they have a warrant that allows them to access a property. That's I'm sorry, again, hinky. You shouldn't be given...
Liberty Safe is devoted to protecting the personal property and the Second Amendment rights of our customers and has repeatedly denied requests for access codes without a warrant in the past. We do not give out combinations without properly legal documentation being provided by authorities. So, in other words, you'll bend over for the man, and that's kind of shitty. Yeah, but you need a second warrant to get into the safe. I mean, in general, with the gun safe thing, especially with something like this, you're going in, you're going to raid the guy. The guy didn't use a firearm in the commission of any crime that you can link him to. There's no crime involved that in the January 6th thing that involved a firearm. There's literally no... That is one of those things where it's like, hey, maybe we'll catch a gun that's got linked to like a fucking warrant or some case or something. Thank you, Northern Finlander. We are now 180 bits away from a sticker party. Thorne saying unless the safe is unlocked and open, you need a second warrant. Well, that's all well and good, but even if the safe is unlocked and open, if the firearms weren't, again, this whole, we've got to raid them, we've got to go through, it wasn't like this was a terrorist coup. This was the literal federal government getting a bunch of angry people to go just one step further. And the leader of the whole thing, Ray Epps, has had not one charge brought against him. So, was Phil Simhole saying don't register your safe? Is it that simple? Is it as simple as don't register your safe? Is that a crime, though, to not register your gun safe? I have no idea. It's easier to vote than to get validated for a cash deposit. Yeah, dude, it is, Atomic Ray. It is easier to vote than it is to get validated for a cash deposit because I am trying to get fucking Rumble to do their cash deposit thing. I've met all their goals and still haven't gotten it. But anything, nothing wrong with Bud Light beer. Better than fucking Mexican Modelo. So Liberty Safe is not so safe. Yes, Trucker 18-wheeler, not so safe. Just heard a person at a stop that I delivered to. His son collapsed. He said his sister, a nurse, said it was common for tall, skinny people. It was a lung thing. What? Trucker 18-wheeler? Holy shit. I actually have to pump the brakes on my own show to cover this one. That's a little fucked up. Because that is not, so far as I know, tall, skinny people don't commonly have a lung thing. Yeah, because most of the dudes on my family are tall, skinny dudes, like my brother, my nephew. Not me or my dad. We're both fat fucks. But, yeah, my brother's a tall, skinny dude. He's never had a lung thing. My nephew, tall, skinny dude, never had a lung thing. My other nephew, though, he's chunky. Never mind. It is cardiac and blood clot season, says Mediocre Personality. It seems like that's going around. If only we had a cause, for this rash of myocarditis and just blood clots and these weird heart problems that just, if only we had something we could look to, that we could say, hey, maybe this is something to do with it. But, just can't think of one. That's not normal. He's 23. Ah. So you're saying if we gave it a year, then it would be. I get you. Smelling what you're selling. Alrighty. If only we knew. Indeed, Thorne, indeed. We are, again, going till hopefully 5:30. We've got a $45 goal because we still haven't been able to get fucking Rumble to pay out their money. So we'll keep that on. But the good news is when that happens, there's like $70 or so. No, wait. I think, like about $70 that just kicks into the goal because it's been thrown in this whole time and just haven't had a chance to put it in. What about Ashley Babbitt? Mr. Q? Is there something new with Ashley Babbitt? No idea.
I don't believe a long thing is a medical term. Well, I mean, a long thing isn't a medical term, but it is an accurate descriptor for my dick. Is 6'1" considered tall? Lab glass, I believe so. I mean, I'm 6'1", 6'2", depending on the convenience store. And I'd like to think so. Because we stopped testing for the flu for an entire year. What? We stopped testing? Why did we stop testing for the flu? Hey, man, at least we didn't stop testing for the flu because there was another, just lung-esque cardiovascular, not cardiovascular, fucking Jesus. Screwed my own joke. Fuck it, we're burning it and moving on. God damn it. Shit. Plunk. All right. When COVID came, they halted all flu tests. Yeah, I know. I was making a joke about how that happened. All right, let's finish this Liberty Safe story quick. I'll play it this way just because I like this more. I don't have to take my camera off the screen. Alrighty. Is segment rights for customers is repeatedly denied requests. We don't give out combinations. Yep. But gun-toting users of the company's safes were not happy. No, they weren't. And why do we call them gun-toting users? Okay, like, I get it, man. This story is... What, is this one, is this one... I thought this wasn't, wait, was this New York Post? Yeah, this was New York Post. Okay. We're doing that with a couple of these today, I think. I have a couple of news stories where when we talk about them, I'm literally going to be ragging on the actual news company. Because, come on, guys. Gun-toting? They're safes. They're being the most responsible you can as a gun owner. And you can't just say, oh, but gun-toting... Who owns a Liberty safe that doesn't own a gun? It's a firearms safe manufacturer. They make safes for one purpose. Oh, they're gun-toting. Yeah, well, you're rope-toting because you need it around your waist to keep... All right. I think we've gone far enough there. I wanted to ask the question, but did not know what his thoughts were on them. Fair enough. Alrighty, so, and you call yourself Liberty, about to get the Bud Light treatment. Yeah, a lot of people like throwing that out. Like I said, the Bud Light thing. Liberty safes, you can put your weed in it, man. You can put your weed in there, man. Because you know what you can do with the... You know what you can do with your gun, man, if you don't have any bullets in it, man, is you can take the barrel off the gun, man, and you can put your weed in there, man. Fallen. That message that you just typed that will show up here momentarily almost fucking killed me. You're just lucky that I'm a professional pothead, able to hold my shit when I see a message like, they make Liberty safes for one purpose, keeping your child bride from escaping. Oh, I thought that was just in Black Snake Moan. Honestly, I've never seen the movie. Alrighty. Enjoy bankruptcy, traders. You have failed. There should be no back door for a safe. Welcome to Bud Light. Yeah, everybody is so quick to throw people on the Bud Light bus. Just because something went bad for Bud Light. I don't even know what this is. Chef's restaurant underwater. Well, that sucks. Under the sea. We'll serve appetizers. I have no idea. Anyways, so people are calling for a Bud Light style boycott. A Bud Light style boycott of the gun safe manufacturer. Again, after it gave access to the FBI for an alleged January 6th rioters' firearms. Why did they need access to the man's firearms? Literally, I feel like the dude, that's one, like, I know I'm getting hung up on something that probably doesn't matter, but I'm sorry, man. Why did they need access to the dude's firearms? I feel like the FBI, I don't normally drink beer, brother, but when I do, I choose Butch Light. I don't normally drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Pisswasser. Pisswasser. It tastes the same going in as it does coming out. Hey-o! I'm hitting the wrong buttons now. Oh, wow. I thought we were getting better, guys. Come on. Work with me. Alrighty. So, as we said, people are calling for a Bud Light-style boycott of Liberty Safes. I do support the boycotting on this one. Because, again, say whatever you want, man. I Rusty Grammar, 80 proof results in less pisses needed to be had. Fair enough. And, quite frankly, who doesn't love some good booze? Like, that's another thing, too, with beer versus liquor. Like, let's drink beer. Why not? We could drink hard liquor and get there quicker. Like, you want to feel a buzz, right? How about you drink one good stiff drink and feel a buzz, as opposed to, like, I'm going to have 8 beers. Like, oh, yeah, but then I'm going to have a buzz and it's going to take all night. Yeah, and you're going to have to drain your vein, like, every couple of hours. Fuck that noise. Again, one drink. That's what I think. There we go. Anyways, so Liberty Safes are again not so safe. Oh. Oh wow, we've got a video that does. I don't think that's related. But yes, we've got a story that we'll get to that's not that video because, again, it's not related to that. Sorry, I'm getting easily distracted. As for what we were talking about a moment ago, which was what? I don't even remember. Fuck, Jesus, man. You are getting worse. Alrighty, so, yeah, the gun safe manufacturer, I don't know. Are they going to really suffer? I mean, like, I feel like gun safes, is that a high volume? Like, are you selling a lot of those? I feel like you buy one, and then you're pretty good for a while, you know? Because it's going to take, for most people, a while to fill the safe. And then, if you need to get a bigger one, you get a bigger one, or whatever. But, like, I mean... Do you really like, oh, no, does anyone own a Liberty safe in our audience? Are you going to get rid of it? You going to trade it in or something? Like, what are you going to do? You know? Rusty Grammar, not all I know, you're quick as a whip. And that's just in bed. Alrighty. So, yes, the Liberty safe thing, how do you... Because, again, the Bud Light boycott, that's a thing you can do. Because you can go out and not drink that beer. How do you boycott the safe? Like, you don't get one. But, like, if you have one, what do you demand your money back? Yes, I'd like to return my gun safe. Why, what seems to be wrong with it? I found out that you guys are a bunch of liberal queers and I want my money back. Sir, I don't appreciate the language. That seems a little offensive, and we can't offer a refund solely because we are, as you call us, liberal. We can't do that. Again, I don't think that's how that works. I don't think you can just demand a refund. I found out you guys are woke, so fuck you. I want my money back. Like, I mean... You could keep your safe. I want my money.
You can have, you can tell the government they can have my guns over my cold, dead body. Atomic Ray saying, safes are like guns. You need more than one throughout the house. But for you, Johnny, I believe you stay in one room, so one safe may do it. My point is, it's not like you buy a new safe every time you get a new gun, right? You don't get a new gun and then, oh, I got to go get a new safe, right? Most gun safes that you have in your home, either you have the ones you need, maybe you need a new one, but you're not like constantly out on the prowl for a new gun safe. I feel like gun safes, again, is a market where the item itself is pretty high dollar value and you make your money on that sale, but ultimately you're not moving a shit ton of product to the point where it's like, hey guys, we're all going to boycott Liberty safes and it's just going to hit them right in the dick. Right in the dick. Most hillbillies can't afford a Liberty safe. Any respectable hillbilly keeps him in the truck locked up and one next to the bed. I didn't want to have to mention this, but I like to for my own personal protection. I like to keep my Glock nicely holstered in my keister. That's what we call Mother Nature's holster, just to keep the safety on. Don't own guns. I don't. I'm not saying don't. There's a holster for that? Oh, man. I don't even have a gun case. So, like I said, I don't feel like this is going to be a thing where a Bud Light style controversy is going to work. Because, you see, the thing with Bud Light that worked is Bud Light felt an immediate hit. And that immediate hit fueled the market to keep the pressure going. I feel like you can't hit Liberty safes with an immediate hit that's going to keep it in the news cycle. It's going to keep it in people's, provincial mind. It's going to keep it going. I feel like it's going to just fade out because we'll move on to something else and Liberty safes will continue. I mean, it might not. It might be a big thing and maybe, and I hope so, by the way. I hope Second Amendment gun owners and everything say, you know what? I'm not gonna make a deal with Liberty safes here because, again, for the whole breaking into a safe thing, a gun safe. My question is, why do you need the code, especially before you raid the place? I feel like the guns in the safe are not the ones you need to be worried about. It's not like the safe company has a record of what guns are in there. Having access to the safe before the raid won't tell you what guns are in there. So there is no real information regarding the raid that needs the safe code, in my opinion. Especially in this case, the guns were not part of the crime. I've seen an influx of commercials that make me question if I even want to buy their product. For Liberty safes or just for gun safes in general? That tells me they've already decided he's guilty and they're going to seize his guns before the conviction. Oh, absolutely. And at the very least, they're going to seize his guns to see if they can stick him with another conviction of some kind. Any kind. And that's where I have a problem. I do those fucking police body cam videos, and I love to rag on the people that are in them, because usually those people are being dumb, and they're really not helping their case, and, different people say different stuff. This is one thing where I'm like, no, this is fight the power, fight the system time. This is where I'm like, no, you don't give them an inch, because this is the fucking government that instigated a riot. They instigated it. They had a severe hand in propelling it, in making sure it was successful in the ways they wanted, and now they're punishing the citizens. And this isn't even the first time. We saw it with the fucking Gretchen Whitmer thing, and so I really am not cool with a company that just bends over and goes, "Oh, you're gonna raid that guy's house? You got a warrant to raid him? We'll give you the access code to the gun safe." Why? Look, if you want to argue about the safety of the officers in the raid, nothing in the gun safe is going to harm them in the raid. If he takes things out of the gun safe, yes. But again, what does having access to the safe pre-raid do to prevent that? Because I don't see how you can prevent him from accessing his weapons. It's, again, just a stupid overreach that they don't need. And yeah, no thank you. No, spank you. Do you have to have a gun safe? Can you just get a safe and put guns in it? Like, can you get a safe and make it gun capable? You know? Maybe they had to access his safe to plant something in it, says Dear Butch. There you go. Look, we need access to his gun safe. We need to know the make, model, and size because we want to make sure it can hold all these weapons we're going to plant on him. I mean, fine. The cops are doing what they're told. Yeah, I'm not blaming the cops. I'm saying the company, the American company, because I believe Liberty Safe sounds like an American company. I could be wrong. But the company involved in this has no business giving up a private citizen's access or giving the government access to a private citizen's gun safe. In my opinion, no business doing that. Unless that person is already arrested and you have legitimate proof, evidence, or belief that there is some sort of proof or evidence in the safe. But again, even the crime involved here, he's accused of being involved with the January 6th riots. Yeah, you don't need access to his gun safe for that. You don't need that. I have tested all of my guns by not holding them, and they haven't gone off yet. Well, it sounds like your guns are lazy. I heard J6 mamas are great pie makers. Maybe they are looking for a pie recipe. Maybe, but would you keep your pie recipe in your gun safe? I'd keep that in my my bank drop box, you know, somewhere where the federal government's got a vested interest in, and the building has a vested interest in high-end protection. I don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? It's where I keep all my evidence. Like I keep the evidence. Having access to a safe is as easy as getting your emails, so I've heard. Really? Oh. Gross. Are you talking Enrique Tario? 20 years. Gun safes are normally fireproof. Well, yeah, you can get a fireproof safe, though, right? You get like a fireproof safe and keep guns in it. That's all I'm asking about. Just saying. Just saying it might be handy. I have a fireproof safe, but I don't think I can fit a gun in it. I don't know. Let's buy one and find out. It's the worst that could happen. Not in general. I'm not anti-gun. I'm concerned about me owning a gun. But I'm in a weird place now because with the way things are where I'm like, maybe we should just as a protectionary measure. Protectionary measure? Yeah. All right. So this next story that we're going to get to, and by the way, we're going to keep going hopefully until 5:30. We'll check in a little bit here and see where we're at on the goal thing. Let's look at the old doohickey with the doodads. Doesn't look like we've had anything on those. We'll go here, go there, go everywhere is what I say. And let's see how we are on that. Oh, I am going to effing get pissed at you. Why is all of that still on hold? So many of these where they have these weird on hold things, it's kind of upsetting. And where's the other one? There's the other one. And nothing there either.
Alrighty. So, most safes rated on the number of minutes it would take a professional to open without a code or a key. I don't know what you mean by their most safes are rated on. Oh, most safes are rated on the number of minutes it would take. All right. So as for the whole safe thing, though, like I said, the company shouldn't. Like I said, the FBI, I imagine, has access to people that can crack a safe. You know, I would imagine that's a thing. I don't think they need an actual company to just make it that much easier, especially, again, where there is nothing involved in this crime that makes me think they should have access to those guns. And if they're going to raid the guy and he's going to have those guns out and handy, then the safe is irrelevant at this point. And if he doesn't have those guns out, the safe is, again, irrelevant. And the weapons are irrelevant. If he does not have the weapons out and uses them against you during the raid, you don't need access to the guns. Because, again, the guns weren't used in the riot. The guns weren't part of the riot. The guns have nothing to do with this. And I understand that the government's going to seize him anyway because Uncle Sam's a dick and a bastard, but I'm not cool with the company to it, which is why I'm like all in favor of the Bud Light-esque kind of cancel thing. But I don't think that it'll I don't think it'll change. Hobo chili recipe in there on the Rumble chat. Thank you for joining us on Rumble today. Saying, good afternoon, children. Did someone say recipe? Well, Atomic Ray said the Federal Reserve. Now, that's a great place to keep recipes. We're talking about gun safes, and as a result, someone mentioned Mama's pie, and Mama got a sweet pie, from what I heard. That's gross. And so recipes got brought up, and that's how it got to there. That one really, my own joke really threw me because, sometimes you say something to get a reaction, and the person who reacts is you, and it's not good. I wonder what would be in a hobo chili recipe. A hobo chili recipe? I'm going to guess here probably either A, stray cat, rat, or garbage meat. One of those three. If we're going actual chili style recipe, then yeah, it's either stray cat, rat, garbage meat. One of those three. And then I'm going to say, do you think they'd have access to anything in the legume area? Like beans might be out, but the more my mind toils on this, the less I want to. So actually, I'm going to bail out of that. You guys can figure that. As safe as Liberty safes. Well, hopefully. Crick. Some crick water. Shoestring, an onion, and a Mr. Coffee filter. All right, it's getting rough now. That's a box nobody needed to open. Alrighty, so we're going to read this story quick while that horrible one kind of washes out of my brain and the taste out of my mouth. Here we go. A Florida man is behind bars after allegedly flaunting a stolen Mercedes-Benz on social media after using it to commit a rash of break-ins, according to the Volusia County Sheriff's Office. Nicholas Coffey. Oh, my God. We just mentioned coffee filters. Now, Nicholas Coffey, 23, was arrested Sunday morning after he was identified as one of two suspects involved in multiple car break-ins in the Deltona area over the weekend. The sheriff's office said Coffey and the second suspect, who were both wearing face coverings and gloves, were caught in the act on residential security cameras.
Video surveillance footage of a Deltona gas station also allegedly showed Coffee arrive at the business in a Mercedes-Benz reported stolen out of Ormond Beach at around 4:30 a.m. Saturday. He made a purchase inside the store with the face covering around his neck and blue latex gloves on his hands. So you bought a Snickers bar the same way you stole the car. Nice. Just trying to be safe. Got to worry about that COVID. Images from the gas station footage were circulated, and Coffee was identified as the person in question by the Volusia County detective because of his distinct face and neck tattoos. There you go. You get that ink to stand out? Guess what you did? You stood out. You stood out. And now you'll stand out on a lineup. Nerd, nerd, nerd. I mean, come on, baby. You didn't think that was going to work? Really? He covered his face. Good thing there was nothing else to identify him with. Yeah, I'm looking for the guy that's got a doodle on his neck with a giant dollar sign on his throat. If you look at the part that you want to punch so he can't breathe anymore and you just think, give me the Benjamins. Like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, and then he's got a cross on his temple and an eyebrow tattoo. We've got a couple of drops on one side, a music note on the other. The point is, he's a walking cliche, and none of it washes off. I'm sure we'll never figure out who he is. Luke Duke neck tattoos are not a sign of innocence or guilt, but I'll tell you what they are. Unforgettable. Unforgettable. Because most people don't have them. For good reason. Most of us don't want you to look at our necks. It's a vulnerable area. Subconsciously, humans like to protect and shield this area. Anyone who wants to draw attention to it is fucking weird. And in the case of women, some of them are very hot. Because I have a weakness. But case of this dude, it just makes you very, very easy to point out, like, yeah, dude, who we're looking for this guy. I know you can't see his face because he's wearing the covering. Yeah, but I recognize that throat sign, that dollar throat sign. Yeah, that's I recognize aorta doodles. Alrighty, so the detective was also working a separate case involving Coffee and had a warrant out for his arrest. Oh, great. So multiple crimes. A search of Coffee's social media revealed photos of him wearing clothing seen in the gas station footage and residential security videos. And he also posted about having a new Mercedes-Benz. I love this. In addition to the videos, the license plate reader data showed the stolen Mercedes on 5 streets in Deltona where the car break-ins happened from about 3 a.m. to 5:45 a.m. on Saturday. So literally, you stole the car, you bragged about it, used the stolen car to steal more cars. Oh, wow. Coffee was located in Daytona Beach around 5 a.m. Sunday, where deputies and detectives arrested him on the outstanding warrant. When he was transported to Deltona for an interview where he did not deny being the person seen in the videos, but also did not confess to committing any crimes, the sheriff's office noted. Coffee was booked into jail on 11 counts of conspiracy to commit burglary of a conveyance, 1 count of conspiracy to commit attempted burglary of a conveyance, fraudulent use of a credit card, and probation violation for being a convicted felon with a firearm. The sheriff's office said the investigation remains as the second suspect has yet not been identified. Well then, what the fuck are we gonna do? Mr. Q, I want to rob him. He obviously has enough money for the tattoos. That's the other thing about the tattoos. When you have, and let's go back up to it and really just, let's enhance. There we go. Full screen. Let's deep dive this bitch. When you've got this kind of ink, I don't think you got, considering the tone, the color, and the execution,
I don't think you got a lot of that work, let's say, out in the world. I feel like a lot of those tattoos came from a place where you're going to be going back to pretty soon. I'm pretty sure that's, looks like burnt rubber bands used for ink in prison. I always thought it was, like, pen ink. I thought they used, like pen ink. And, like, my understanding was it was pen ink. Thank you, Wilmer. It was pen ink with, like, you know, using a mechanical pencil and, like, a fucking sewing needle or whatever and a little, what do you call it? A fucking, like, little RC car motor. But I don't know. Burnt rubber works the best, I've heard from inmates. Yeah, I don't know. I've never actually been in them situations. So he looks like the kid from Cobra Kai. Saint Caesar. This poor bastard is a horrible person. How dare you be so mean to him? How dare you, sir? But yeah, I don't know how you confidently commit crimes thinking I've covered my face when you walk around with that advertisement. Because no offense, man, that's fairly one of a kind tramp stamping material. You got to go Gatorin from now on. Full on gator neck piece. That's how you do it. Hobo recipes for chili is just poop, says Trucker 18 Wheeler. Oh my God, I didn't know that. I would just like to rob a guy with a $sign tattoo. Right? I mean, you are kind of asking for it because you're advertising that you got the money or that you are big money. My point is, you look like a power-up in a video game. I feel like if I punch your throat, I should get a coin like it's Mario. You know what I mean? Like that should be a thing. Oh, alrighty. So, yeah, I can't imagine that they caught that guy, you know, with that. Thank you, Dead Chester. We are 2 hours away from the end of the show, and we are currently $45 away from doing the overtime, and we will get to that as we move along here. We'll check in on that, hopefully make that up. And I just, if we do end the show today, I'm definitely emailing them about switching the thing for the definitely. All right, search coffee social media. We covered the whole story, didn't we? Yep. All right. Hey, so if he goes to jail, do you think there's going to be any cream in coffee? You know, I feel like someone's in for butt stuff. That's all I'm saying. If that's a shape of Texas, that's MS-13. Which one? The one around his eye or the one on his throat? Because MS-13, the one on his throat was just a $sign in what looked like a bag. But he's going to be the little spoon. Little bank take big, or big bank take little bank. Fuck my own thing up. All right. Oh, this is the one. Yeah, we're gonna have a little puff before this. This is the one that I wanted to read just to rip on CNN for writing it. So we're gonna pull it up. I normally don't do the stories this way, but we're gonna read it here just so I can make fun of parts of this because her body aches from the weight of men. How many men are you? Someone's a whore. Like, all right, yeah. Cry me a river, Megan. All right, we're about to have a lot of fun. Because I clicked on the link to this story, and that's how I started reading it. And from reading it, that's how we decided to put it in. Do you think he wants tacos? The guy with the $sign tattoo? I have no idea.
No idea, Mr. Q. Alrighty. So, Biden's unpopularity could give Trump his shot at reclaiming power. I mean, just the title there, I'm like, oh, his shot at reclaiming power? When is running for re-election considered reclaiming power? I mean, probably most of the time, if we're honest. And I don't know what the fuck this is, and I'm not going to bother playing it. I wanted to read this, but the devastating verdict voters delivered on President Joe Biden in a new CNN poll is especially stark ahead of the most unprecedented election in modern times. 14 months before his fate is decided, Biden's unpopularity may be brewing the only possible conditions in which a disgraced anti-democratic ex-president who might be a convicted felon by Election Day would be able to squeeze back into power. Squeeze back into power. In fact, you know what? That's the smallest one. Squeeze back into power. That's the smallest one. Let's address that first, because there's a lot to unpack in this. Squeeze back into power? I mean, it wouldn't be a squeeze. It'd be kind of like, I don't know, a vote back into power. Again, he's destroying everybody on the right in terms of opponents. I wouldn't say it's much of a squeeze back into power. And disgraced anti-democratic ex-president. Is he disgraced? I mean, I know you guys are fucking shoe skin fucking pawns for the left there, but really, like, do you not realize how stupid this sounds? He's not disgraced. He's being railroaded with the investigate. Look, and I don't like Trump, okay? I don't. But it's pretty obvious to see how hard they're going at him for everything and how not going at Joe Biden for anything they are. So fuck you and the disgraced anti-democratic. Honestly, the more we learn about the Biden administration, the more Trump sounds like maybe he wasn't so fucking crazy. So I wouldn't even say anti-democratic ex-president. He gave up power, and I'm willing to believe he didn't actually lose the election. All I have to say is power mugshot. Toastmaster saying a lot of states are considering the legal ways to keep him off the ballot. Right. But I'm saying, as a person who's not invested in a team, I'm saying I see all of that happening, and I don't go, oh my God, this guy is a disgraced anti-democrat. Like, no. I see this guy is getting the fucking shit kicked out of him. And, again, being not being a great president or anything, but certainly better than the one we have now, considering what we actually know now about the one we have in office now. So that's where writing that statement alone, I'm like, are you fucking nuts? Begs the question of how GOP frontrunner Donald Trump, whose administration was a 4-year cacophony of chaos, scandal, and fury. Whose administration was a what? Anything of Trump's that you didn't unroll, you redid. A lot of the stuff you undid is causing damage. I'm not even going to go through the rest of this story because, again, it's so obvious. Everything Trump does is bad. Trump wasn't controlling the economy for the last 4 years. Just saying. It wasn't Trump. Ugh. So yes, and I know it's CNN, so I'm not surprised that they are so dick-suckingly left. But it's just that level of gurgling balls is impressive. So I just wanted to have a fun moment on that. If he's not on the ballot, I'm still going to write it in the bottom, Donald Trump, instead of the past where I wrote Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, with how hard they're trying to not let him get on the ballot, I feel like they know they can't steal the election. They know they can't just cook up more votes because they're well aware they don't have because honestly, who are they going to run against him right now? They won't go with RFK for the same reasons they don't want Trump. And he's the only Democrat that's available that's talking about running or whatever that I think has any sort of a chance. Gavin Newsom, you don't have to be a Democrat or a Republican. You just have to look at California and go, oh, yeah, no. People are fleeing that state left, right, and sideways. Bill Maher has been complaining about, has literally had Newsom on his show a couple years ago asking him what's happening with this state. My friends are moving away. Like, the rich people are fleeing, if that doesn't tell you more about California. Hollywood's talking about hijacking it or hightailing it to Texas. So, you know. And Texas is saying, oh, God, please no. Please don't. Anyways, let's get into this next story. I've talked about teachers before. This one's rough. You can also just be an American to run for the president of the United States. I mean, yeah. Luke Duke, nobody from there needs to come to Texas for the love of God. Right. Lifelong politicians are afraid of a billionaire businessman who previously had no power in office and just cares about the American people. All right. Let's be clear about one thing. Donald Trump doesn't give a shit about the American people. No offense. I know a lot of you guys love him. And oh, God, he just cares so much. No. Donald Trump doesn't give a shit about the American people. Donald Trump cares about one thing only, Donald Trump's bottom line. But here's where that's better for us than Joe Biden. Joe Biden caring about Joe Biden's bottom line is like, hey, how do I I don't mind fucking over the whole country to just make a whole bunch of illegal money. Trump is like, I want to promote my businesses and to have a good economy and a good place where the things I do make money. Trump's bottom line is in his performance. So being a president and doing well for the American people looks well on him. But in terms of like the corruption and stuff he'll go solely for getting good business deals for him. But having a horrible economy, having all that kind of shit, that doesn't work for him. And I'll give him credit for this. He's one person that I've seen in the last few years that's actively been like, how about we don't start more wars? He cares for America and our dollar, which takes care of us and him. Well, Luke Duke, I think you have it backwards. He cares for those which take care of him and us. My point is, Donald Trump cares about Donald Trump, but he wants to make America better, again, for the sake of Donald Trump. I'm saying he doesn't give a shit about us, but that doesn't mean it's bad for us, right? Like, especially when you compare it to Joe Biden, who doesn't give a shit about us and has been selling us to Ukraine and China for the past 4 years. So just a slight difference of overall goal can have a massive difference of result, is what I'm saying. Toastmaster saying if Trump does get reelected, he will accomplish nothing. He'll be back. He'll be too busy sucking his own dick the entire turn. I don't know about that. I will say I believe he won't accomplish anything because of the way our system's set up. It's built to stagnate. So Luke Duke, of course he's going to be self-fillating. I'm just saying it's going to be a far sight better. And he's right, goddammit. He's right. It's going to be better. It's got to be. What do we have here from Fallen the Great? Donald Trump doesn't do what Donald Trump does for Donald Trump. Donald Trump does what Donald Trump does because he is Donald Trump. God, I can't remember where that's a quote from, but I feel like that's a quote from a movie. I moderately disagree with you on that, Johnny. I think Trump does like the American people because he wants the American people to love him, so he's enveloped with him being bigger Napoleon complex. Mr. Q? That was beautifully timed, by the way. Accidentally so, but Mr. Q, I'm going to have to respectfully disagree with you on that solely because I know so many stories and things about Donald Trump's business practices long before he became a political figure. I've had an issue with Donald Trump for a lot of stuff long before he became a political figure. You kind of have a point where he cares about his ego and how it looks for him. But again, I'm saying on a very basic level, he really doesn't give a shit about other people, particularly Americans or anyone else. But with regards to how it makes him look, he wants to perform well as a president. And by that I mean economy or whatever. But again, I don't think, oh my God, that sounded like Dr. Seuss. That was funny as hell. I mean, if I was president, I wouldn't care about others. I mean, like I said, I'm not saying it like I'm trying to be mean on him or rag on him. I don't like him overall. But like I said, I don't think he like cares about the American people and wants to be president to run for the American people. I think he's very image obsessed, and he's been successful being the way he is. So regardless of what I say, it's worked for him. He's very image obsessed. So from that regard, he wants the American people to love him. But, I mean, he's not going to bend over backwards to do anything to save us from anything. And I really believe it's from South Park, the James Cameron episode. Fuck, there we go. There it is. Thank you, Fallen. James Cameron doesn't do what James Cameron does for James Cameron. James Cameron does what James Cameron does because he is James Cameron. Mikey Two Milks. Oh, hey, Mikey. We're sitting at, let's check on all of that quick here. And dirt. And dirt. And dirt. Alrighty, so fuck it. We've got a little extra. If we squeeze it, I'm sure it'll fit. We'll just round that up and call it good. So we got an extra 5 in there. So we're going to say we're down to $40 for our goal today for the show. Because, again, we still haven't been able to get that money from Rumble. So we're going to have to. And we already counted some of it to yesterday's goal. So we're going to have to fucking make that work anyway. So then here we go. We're going to copy these control. And we'll link them here, boop, and here, boop. And if you feel like contributing to the show, you have the bits, the subs, the sound drops, and these babies. He's James Cameron, the greatest pioneer. Oh, fuck nuggets. Anyways, so let's get to this story. I am flailing today mentally. That weed is potent. Alrighty, so this is a story out of Alabama. Now, Alabama man. Well, it's not a man. Firstly, just to get that clear. A married teacher apparently preyed on teen students at a private Christian school. Oh. I mean, it seems like it's worse at a Christian school because it's not just a school, right? Like you're not just, doing whatever to youth, you're violating the tenets of the religion, aren't you? I mean, isn't that you're supposed to pray with the kids at a Christian school, says Fallen the Great. Yes, pray with, not pray on. Pray with, not pray on. She didn't learn that one. Because, again, it's just, like, weird. It's weirdly on brand from the sense that it's religious. A religious school, and religion's always been hinky in regards. But the whole, you're 35, you're going after teens. Oh, oops, my bad. I gotta go make a couple calls. Oh no, Fallen. I disavow Fallen. I have no idea. Disavow. He's his own beast. All right, let's get that clear. Alrighty, so this teacher, 35, from Alabama, a math teacher. Ha! A math teacher. So she kept trying to, let me guess, she dropped the old, let's add you, me, subtract our clothes, divide our legs, and multiply line, right? Am I right? Oh, what a cunt. Alrighty, so, I didn't know this was her name. If I did, I would have gotten a clip from Blade for this. So, Alabama math teacher Crystal at a Christian school is accused of having sex with two teenage boys who had both been her students, according to an arrest warrant obtained by the news. Crystal Frost, 35, a married mother of 3, resigned last month from Crenshaw Christian Academy, known as the home of the Cougars. You know, sometimes God gives you a sign. Home of the Cougars. That's right. That's not only our sports team. That's all of our elderly teachers. That's right. If they are older and they are female, they are hot to trot. Plant them pussies. You know what I mean? They are legit Cougars, all right? We pride ourselves in Alabama not only being the home of the Cougars, but the finest Cougars you would ever fuck in Crenshaw. You mean the pirate guy? No. Rusty Grammer saying, I haven't seen her picture, but lucky boys if she's decent. Don't worry, we'll get to her picture. Where is Reverend Devon when you need him? The most honest Reverend ever. He only took the money for himself. Oh. Well, I don't know where Reverend Devon is, but let's get on with this story. Oh, Jesus. So, known as the home of the Cougars for its football team, and like I said, now its teachers, after she was allegedly caught exchanging explicit photos with a student on Snapchat. Frost sent an obscene photo and asked the student send a photo from the abs down, according to a police report. The school received an anonymous tip that a 15-year-old student identified as GT, or in other words, got to fuck, had a nude breast photo of the math teacher on his phone, which he had shared with some classmates. An administrator confronted Frost, who allegedly admitted to a different photo she sent to the cheerleaders where she pulled her Nike shorts up high, allowing her butt cheeks to show, took a picture and sent it as a joke. Frost resigned on the 24th of August, and the next day the school reported the incident to the Laverne Police Department, which launched an investigation. The student told police that GT had shown him the breast photo and then dropped a bombshell. he said that he and the teacher had been intimate. And in an August 29th interview, GT admitted that his teacher sent him the lewd photo and then offered him sex. They met on a piece of land owned by his family in the Pike County at least 4 times for the sick trysts. On another occasion, he went to feed the dogs as part of his chores. She met him and performed oral sex on him in a car. The student said he put an end to the disturbing relationship in early summer. Police tracked down a second teenager, a 16-year-old student identified as AP or anal pounder, who was Frost's student the prior school year. Frost allegedly used the same tactics to prey on him. After he started homeschooling, Frost allegedly sent him a photo of her breasts before asking if he knew a place to have sex, the police report said. The two met on a family farm only once, where they allegedly had oral sex and intercourse. The teacher made no conversations with him from arriving to ending of the sexual contact, the report said. So she just showed up, fucked, and that was it? Wow. Don't even want to check if he has feelings? That's cold. After he started homeschooling, yep, we did that. Stop adding ads and changing your spacing. It's throwing me off, and I'm already bad enough. Frost allegedly sent two more photos and then blocked him from Snapchat. In a police interview, Frost allegedly confessed to the depraved conduct and was arrested. She is charged with traveling to meet a child for an unlawful sex act, electronic solicitation of a child, 2 counts of a school employee engaging in a sex act, and 2 counts of a school employee distributing obscene material to a student. Spokesperson for Crenshaw, which was founded in 1968 to provide children with a traditional Christian education, declined to comment. The school is located about 50 miles south of Montgomery, Alabama. All right, so that's the story, right? So let's do some pictures. We can't. Can we load these images? Open image in new tab. There we go. Open image in new tab. Open image in new tab. There we go. There we go. All right, guys. So let's give you the first look-see at her right here. Hey, ho. Here we go. Here she is. So this is our culprit. This is our culprit. Now, she's apparently she's been sending the boys the pictures of her titties, as we understand. The homeschool kid tattled. Oh, of course he did. Student PI, pussy investigator. Fucking kids fucked that up. I mean, I don't know, man. Chub face, wear the tits. You're right. You're right. We should really see the goods, you know? Fawn the Great has a point. We should really see the goods. Here we go. I gotta know, which one did they get at? Because one of these looks like before 3 kids. One of these definitely looks like after. Rusty Grammar, oofta. I just can't believe that this dude wasn't stuffing this lady enough to her liking, that she had to go for the 15-year-olds. Rusty Grammar, Litchfield 3. Oh, no, come on. Come on. If you look at her in this first one, like top down with maybe, I'm guessing, some airbrushing and photoshopping, she looks pretty respectable. I mean, sure, right here, I'm like, why? But on the left. You know, you go right down here. This one looks all right. It's over there, you know, where it starts getting really, you know, just really. She's really, really worse over there, and this one's not so. Oh boy. I guess you know, it just it in Alabama it don't take much. And she admitted to it. So this stuff all definitely happened. You got to feel bad if you're the husband. And I'm wondering now, like, which pictures are which? I just feel like we've got too many pictures of her pre-3 kids. What's the dad up to? He looks like he's been up to something. Really? You don't trust this guy? Oh, let me go back to this one. You don't trust that guy? I don't know. You got a point, maybe. Maybe they got her pre-chubby. I don't think they got her pre-chubby. Here's what I think. This is a pic with her having had a kid recently. That is way more baby weight than you just put on short term. All right? That ain't going. Imagine the thoughts going through the husband's head. How's a third? I don't think it was a 13-year-old. I think they were like 15, 16, like, or maybe 14. But yeah, you got to be right. It's just like, how is a kid out fucking me in the sack? Look, man, I'm just saying, he planted 3 babies in your body. There's got to be at least a relatively decent amount of dick he's throwing here, okay? Otherwise, dad needs paternity tests. That's the third kid slid out. Oh. The third. You don't need to be mean. But, you know, at least she has a cute face, right? Like, it's a cute face. But yeah, I gotta know what stage of that lady they're getting at that made it so, because again, you gotta show me something that says she was in a skinny phase, because otherwise I don't believe you. I have no idea who the Cavender twins are, but when you see an article that just kind of makes you want to click on it, that's what they call clickbait. All right, so I didn't actually plan to talk about this story, but this is fucking hilarious, apparently. Haley and Hannah Cavender's popularity exploded over the course of the year as they grew their social media following and helped take the Miami Hurricanes women basketball team to the Elite Eight. Okay, so they're basketball stars, and they're getting told that they benefit from their looks and their whiteness. Well, I mean, I will say, we're not going to read the whole story because they agree they're benefiting from their looks and their whiteness. I would say they're probably definitely benefiting from their looks. I mean, yeah, dude, you guys are benefiting from your looks. I wouldn't mind benefiting from your looks. All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on. That wasn't even a story we were planning to do. So,
I created hint water to make water taste better.
I don't care about you creating pimp water. Pimp water for your pimp walk. All right. There's a social media creator who is apparently getting in trouble because he is advocating people do for content creators, particularly clothing content creators. He's advocating they do a simple technique where, God damn it. Get rid of this because I need to close that. There we go. He's advocating they do a simple technique. We're here. We'll just show you the technique. I got to get rid of my camera again. He's advocating that they purchase a shoe from a store, your favorite store. Get some painter's tape from any hardware store or online, and then cover the bottom of the shoes with the tape. Let's go further down here, and then following up with the next steps. Cut off or rip off any extra or smooth layers to make it smooth. Create the content with your shoes that you've taped, and then return them. See, the problem with this is... Oh, did I spill some ash on my chair? I'll have to clean that up after. See, the problem with this is, and I don't know how many of you guys know this, this was a common, like, old wives' tale about... This was a common old wives' tale about Jewish people back east from that I actually heard about from my parents growing up. They actually told me growing up that the wives' tale, the rumor, was that was that Jewish people would rent shoes, or not rent shoes, for going to weddings and things like that. Jewish people would buy shoes, suits, what have you, and do a variety of things, including taping the bottoms of the shoes so that way they could then return them and get their money back. Now, again, I'm not saying that there's any truth to that old wives' tale. I'm just saying that this is apparently cultural appropriation. And again, this guy's catching flack for it. A lot of people are apparently pissed. I remember being 16, lasting 5 minutes was a challenge. This is Rusty Graham. Wow. Never had that problem myself. Just can't get the damn thing to go is usually the way. Like, I mean, not like, just in terms of finality. Anyways, not important. So, he thinks he does not think his little content day hack should be done forever, but it could level the playing field for aspiring stylists and content creators who don't have the funding to compete with wealthier or better connected peers. Right, it could, but it's also a dog shit thing to do. And it advocates something that I don't like. So many content creators and influencers look like me, live like me, and that's what their content is. So you're saying if they're too poor to actually do it, they fake it? I like that even less. Like, hey man, I got successful showing people what to buy and what to wear to look cool and to be cool. I mean, yeah, most of the time I rented it for 5 minutes and then brought it back. But the point is I rented it. It just seems like a bullshit tactic. Why are we doing this? You don't deserve it, sir. You don't deserve it. Anyways, let's end our first hour stories. We are 20 minutes away from the last hour of the show, and we'll see where we land on our goal. Currently $40 away from doing overtime. Thank you so much for supporting this program. Moving right along. I really don't like the woman we're about to talk about. I'm just going to say that. I really don't. And I don't mean the lady on the screen who is the newscaster. She looks kind of delicious. This guy looks like a douche canoe. But we're going to talk about a mom who, yeah, not a big fan of.
Beyonce's biggest fans going into labor on Labor Day. Sarah Frances Jones and Marcel Spears were attending the Beyonce concert on Beyonce's birthday, by the way, when it turned out to be their baby's birthday as well.
Check out that sweet pic, huh? 5 minutes before the concert, and you look like you are literally about to explode. Like, I don't know what you look like without a baby in you, but this is a bad look. 5 minutes before the concert. You shouldn't be at a concert in that in that condition, ma'am. Look, I get it. You're a big Beyonce fan, but maybe for the sake of the child, you're... Oh, wrong button. Put that back up there. There we go. 180 bits from a sticker party. If that thing kicks off, then everybody, if that gets full, we'll all have stickers for everyone for a limited time for free to throw on the screen. Alrighty, so yeah, you went to a Beyonce concert with a bun in the oven. Was the kid like? Did you go into labor just because the kid wanted to leave? Because he or she really hated the music?
As well. Sarah was actually scheduled for a C-section later in the week, but during the concert, the labor pains started. At first, she thought they were just, false contractions, but she didn't want to miss the rest of the show. On the way home, Sarah realized...
So let me get this straight, Toots, and I got to go back to properly demonstrate my point. Where are we at? Right there? Ooh, nice grab. So at this point in time, when your baby bump is so far out that, honestly, a heavy jostling could make it just detach from your body, you thought, oh, I'm having contractions and labor pains. It's got to be a false alarm. I better stay for the rest of the show. I don't want to miss the rest of Beyonce. Is she going to do the Survivor song? Talk about working harder and how she going to make it? So you...
They were just, false contractions, but she didn't want to miss the rest of the show. On the way home, Sarah realized this was the real deal.
I feel great. Actually, I feel
like you are a horrible mother. You had labor pains. When did you realize it was the real deal? Was it when, like, your water broke? I didn't notice my water broke because I was wearing a diaper because I didn't want to piss myself, but at the same rate, I came to see Beyonce. You had a C-section scheduled later in the week. Later in the week. Which means you literally... we're in your delivery window. Imagine having to clean that up. Danger Bear Wolf Turtle, that's where I'm asking, was it in the car on the way home then? Because, oh boy, is that a problem. Just happens right at the concert. She doesn't tell anybody. Everyone around her starts slipping and sliding in the muck. Oh, no. Sandy Squatch, is to be fair, labor can take hours. Period. I don't blame her for staying for the rest of the show. People gave birth at Woodstock. Yeah, there's a great defense, Sandy. Thank you for that input, as you are obviously more experienced with this than me. But with childbearing, I should say. I just do the, oh, that was good. That's the part I'm on. Just thought she was so horny her cooter was leaking buckets. Jesus fallen. You also have never given birth. Sandy, I wouldn't say that. I've had some mighty big poops. Oh, again, dude, I'm just saying, look, I feel like criticizing her for staying to the end of the show is the wrong criticism. The criticism we should be on is the one where you chose to go to the show in the first place. I mean, you had months to realize that you were going to be full-on pregnant around the time of this show. And that baby is either going to be a just been born or will not have been born and be ready to go. So again, I feel like maybe not plan to go to the Beyonce concert within the week window of your cesarean section time. Because again, just feel like, I don't know, maybe other concerts will happen. This is not the time to jeopardize your life or the life of your child over, again, seeing Beyonce. I mean, reborn. Wait a minute, what? I don't know what we're talking about. Now I'm just going to hit play because I'm confused.
Like, I wasn't prepared, obviously, for this, but I'm so glad that she's here. Once I saw her, I was...
That's going to be the motto of your entire life as a mother. I wasn't prepared for this.
It's like it was all worth it.
I was nervous. This is my first baby, so I was just like, I want to make...
I was super pissed because she fucked up my seats, man. And, like, I didn't want to go to the concert because, like, I like Beyonce and stuff, but I'm really more in it for Jay-Z, right? Like, I feel he's the more powerful, creative collaborator of that relationship, and I knew he wouldn't be at this show, so I didn't give a shit. But she wanted to go, and I figured she took a load for me, so I ought to do this. And, yeah, just really wish she wouldn't have fucked up my car on the ride home, man. That shit doesn't want to wash out, you know?
Make sure I'm doing everything right. I may or may not have sped past some red lights on accident.
I may or may not have sped past some red lights on accident. I may or may not have smoked some weed on accident. Danger Bear Wolf Turtle, you had 9 months, bitch. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Not prepared. Whose fault is it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Thank you for smelling what I'm selling. I'm gonna smoke this a little bit because we're $40 from the goal, which makes me a touch nervous with just about a little over an hour in the show. So we're gonna hit this up as we go. Yeah, dude, I agree. This chick should not be a mom. It's kind of... Holy fuck, I'm glad I read this before I hit my bong. Bullshit, this is the first kid he stuck around for. This isn't his first kid. Fallen. Jesus, man. I'm embarrassed now. Wow. Baby went to her first concert. I feel like Baby tried to get out of her first concert. Baby showed up because mom went to her, because mom dragged her to her first concert.
I'm going to ask the dad at the table. Said every dad always.
Well, I definitely identify with that energy. That was my energy, like, for all 4 kids. I'm like, I'm terrified. What am I supposed to do? I'm terrified.
100%. So Sarah and Marcel decided to name their newborn Nola after Marcel's hometown of New Orleans. And that is one cute baby. And we're glad.
That is one cute baby. And we're glad the dad stuck around. Alrighty. So we'll go ahead and ditch out of that. That's the end of that story. We have, again, 180 bits in stickers, and we'll have a sticker party. That's why the little meter is down at the bottom of the screen. Thank you for supporting the show in any way that you have. We really appreciate it. We'll load up our second hour stories in just a moment. And as we do, let's go over here and update that and check that situation out. And, yep, we're good. Okay. Stuck around for now. Yeah, stuck around for now. What the fuck is with black people and giving kids fucked up names? Fallen the Great, that is not just a black people thing. My sister named her son Davidian. It's spelled like dividend, but Davidian Gage last name. Davidian Gage, all right? His whole life, if you mention his first 2 names, he just sounds like an equation, you know? Or a measuring device. Hey, I gotta finish building this boat. Have you seen my Davidian gauge? I can't find it. Might as well have named the kid NVIDIA. I mean, how long Saint Caesar until that's a thing? Although I will say, for your hypotheses, is he part black, says Fallen? I'll say this. His dad supposedly is. And my sister certainly did have a real wish to kind of, I don't know, be a person of that persuasion if you judge by the way she said, things she thought, ways she did, things she listened to. So I'm saying you might not be off base, but there are, like I'm saying, general, like, just white trash people with really fucked up names. But yeah, if you dig into it and not even that far, again, why the fucked up names? Dude, I'm just saying, I'm just saying. I mean, his dad did name a dog Kilo. Kilo Killer Kane. He named the dog Kilo Killer Kane, and he didn't even realize that's 3 K's put together, unless you use a C for the Kane part, but I'm hoping you don't at this point. Oh. So she was in China, she would be enslaved, says Toastmaster. No, I don't think so. She was, my sister is, like me, more of Eastern European descent. I don't believe there are any African American lineage lines in my family history. But yeah. So that's awkward. All right, let's go ahead and load. Let's go ahead and load our second hour stories. Jesus, we are not getting through our shit fast enough. And we need to load our second hour stories. Scroll on down. Welcome to the show. And there we go. So for our second hour stories, we've got an article we're going to be talking about Fauci very briefly. We're going to be discussing Rotten Tomatoes because they're in trouble. And people are upset with Biden for banning some oil drilling and stuff. We're going to talk about that. A 7-year-old in, Jesus, I don't even remember where this is. A 7-year-old in Arkansas found a 2.95 carat diamond. Oh, yes, and then we're checking up on a story in not checking up. We're doing a story, talking about a story in Ontario where a runner was chased by goats, just because that's hilarious. And we've got a story about metal debris breaking through a windshield that we never really talked about yesterday. And then the bear story. We have a man known as the Bear Whisperer. We're going to talk about that. All right, and the audio is great, so we can just jump right over here and then jump right over there. Fabulous. So, again, we are 120 bits from a sticker party. We'll leave this up live on YouTube and Rumble. And we just got a $5 donation into the program. Thank you very much. What is this? Oh, that's probably from this morning. I was going to say, why is Steel Toe live on YouTube and Rumble? It's a Facebook alert. Glad I got that now. All right, so we're down $5 more. Thank you for that donation. I don't know if I'm supposed to read your name because I don't know what your screen name is off the top of my head because I'm spacing and I'm just doing shit. So we're at $35, making our way there. Thank you so much for contributing to the show. Let's get into this first story. Now, I am one of those people that really hates the NIH founder Fauci guy. Like, I want him to face consequences. And I know people are like, oh, well, he can't be held accountable. He's no longer there, whatever. Well, a newly released email obtained by investigative public non-health profit U.S. Right to Know revealed that Fauci knew the extent of the Chinese coronavirus research before the pandemic broke out in the U.S. In January 27th of 2020, an email Fauci received talking points from an aide regarding the Wuhan Institute of Virology research that was being funded by the disease division of the NIH. The former chief medical advisor to the president then spoke about COVID-19 at a press conference later that evening. As we all know, he didn't say anything about any of this shit. EcoHealth Group Peter Daszak has for years been among the biggest players in the coronavirus work, also in collaboration with Ralph Baric, Ian Lipkin, and others. Fauci's chief of staff, Greg Folkers, wrote to his boss and other public health officials. Folkers then went into detail specifically regarding the research's findings. With the financial backing of Fauci's agency, approximately 10,000 bats and about 2,000 other mammals were sampled from 47 sites across the South China Sea, he wrote. The area was a prime location for discovering the closest relatives to SARS-CoV-2. Even emails uncovered this spring from Peter Daszak allowed a certain level of deniability from Fauci. In the newly uncovered emails referenced above, however, Greg Folkers copied a certain someone in this explicit conversation about the U.S.-funded gain-of-function research happening in China on coronaviruses. And that person was Anthony Fauci, NIH/NIAID. Folkers did not explicitly mention gain-of-function research, but did note that the novel coronaviruses did cause SARS-like disease in humanized mouse models. Folkers cited David M., which likely refers to Fauci's senior advisor David Morins, as the source of the information. So he goes to jail now, right? Like we get that part now. I'm sorry. I need consequences. I need legit legal consequences. Fauci needs to fucking face some shit for this, right? Like that's I'm not like a whole like crush the system kind of person here, but no, flat out lied from start to finish. And I know everyone's like, oh, he's not going to suffer. He's not going to go to jail. No, whatever. No, he needs to now. That needs to happen now. That, like, these emails coming out that this effort for everything that's happened, he's not, no, what? No, he needs to literally be held accountable. That has to happen. We can't have this. Like, I can't sit here with like things getting it to this point and we can't have him face any consequences. I don't care if he's not in office anymore. It's flat out known that this asshole lied and did shit that fucked over the country. Consequences time. Right? That's how things work. Anyways, so enough about my pipe dream. We'll get into this story really quickly. Rotten Tomatoes has come under fire after a PR firm's scheme to pay critics for positive reviews has been uncovered. While the film and television reviews aggregator Rotten Tomatoes has been under scrutiny before, a new report doubles down on why consumers may want to think twice before taking recommendations from the website. I honestly never do. I never take recommendations from Rotten Tomatoes. An in-depth report published earlier today in Vulture uncovered a scheme from PR firm called Bunker 15 to goose reviews for 2018 Daisy Ridley's drama Ophelia after initial reviews came in, resulting in a disappointing 46% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Vulture reports that Bunker 15 started paying lower-level critics on the website to post positive reviews for $50 a pop. People should take my opinion seriously. I mean, I wouldn't just sell out for $50. Oh. So a lot of people are upset about this. I don't even know if I want to keep going on this one. It doesn't seem... Does this seem really surprising? Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, blood for... Well, Rusty Grammar, that is, that is a little more excessive than what I was saying. But again, I want consequences, like legal repercussions. Like, I feel like, I don't know, with all the debt the country has, we should start getting our money back from the Ukrainians and start getting our money back from the Bidens and start getting some money back maybe from Fauci. And I understand with the debt where it is, Fauci's millions mean nothing. But Fauci doesn't deserve them after everything that's happened. I feel like at the very least, he should be financially liable for the damage he's caused. Again, literally lying. We know it. It's a fact. It's not an opinion. It's not a tinfoil fat conspiracy theory. No. This is a legit, actual fact that he fucking lied. And we knew it. We knew it then, honestly. A lot of us, myself included, who got shit on for saying this, knew that he was lying then. We're like, no, you're lying. But, yeah, no, we need a little bit of accountability. Anyways, let's keep going with the show. Again, thank you for being part of the program, watching on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Really appreciate having everybody out here today. Remember to click the old thumbs up and everything, especially on Rumble. It helps us grow the show, which we love to do. And we are, what, $40, I think? Yeah, $40? 35. I did my math wrong. 35. We're 35. It's on the screen, asshole. Just read. 35 from overtime today. So let's keep on going and maybe kick that old goal in the dick and move right on out. So Rotten Tomatoes is, again, rotten. But, am I the only person who never used Rotten Tomatoes as an information source? Like, I never went and saw a movie because it did or didn't have a good score on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, my interest in movies was more the movies. And then, like, you get the things on Rotten Tomatoes where people politicize movies, so then they're against it or they're for it for stupidest of reasons. It just, again, seemed kind of stupid. So, anyways, President Biden was criticized by Republicans and Democrats alike for his actions this Wednesday, significantly curbing fossil fuel drilling in an oil-rich region in Alaska. As part of the actions that the Department of Interior, DOI, proposed regulations to ensure maximum protection for 13 million acres of land across the National Petroleum Reserve, NPR. Jesus, really? An area in the North Slope Borough, Alaska, Biden further ordered an additional 2.8 million acres to be withdrawn from the oil and gas leasing in the Beaufort Sea off the northern coast of Alaska. No shame as a Metacritic for gaming. I judge on my own accord if I like something or not, says Saint Caesar. Indeed. Just a regular chatter saying, hi, Johnny. Hi, just a regular chatter. Welcome to the show. If you're just getting here, we kind of fucking got bogged down in a lot of shit, so we're still rolling. It's, again, a beautiful day outside, so thank you for taking the time to join us on this afternoon. We've got a few other news stories and things to get into. We're talking about Biden being criticized right now for his oil policies, oil and gas drilling policies. And that's everything. We're at $35 for our goal, so we can link the PayPal, the Venmo, and all that into the show. Or you can use the sound drops, the bits, the subs, all that. A small hype train, probably knock it out. Either way, whatever happens, happens. If we end the show early, then I'm just spending the extra half hour of time dedicating it to emailing customer support at Rumble again to get my account changed so I can get that extra money that's sitting there that we haven't already counted in the budget. Really need to get that over there. All right, so as part of the actions of the Department of the Interior, proposed regulations, blah, 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 blah. Additionally, Interior Secretary, Deb Haaland, authorized the cancellation of 7 leases issued in 2021 to the Alaskan Industrial Development and Export Authority, or ADIA, a state agency. Those leases were purchased in January of 2021, a span of 365,775 acres across non-wilderness areas of the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge, or ANWR. ANWR. With climate change warming the Arctic more than twice as fast as the rest of the planet, we must do everything within our control to meet the highest standards of care to protect this fragile ecosystem, Haaland said. Yeah, but again, nothing you do will have any effect with... I hate how we have to just go along with your climate stuff. Like, it hasn't been ruled officially a thing. You just say it is, and we just have to go along with that. By the way, it's not like because you curb... Do you understand the world is a globe, like it's a fishbowl? Like the whole ecosystem's connected. So in terms of your pollution problems, America doesn't even rank like worth doing anything. In terms of if you do everything, it still means nothing. You have other places to worry about. And those places, again, nowhere near you, not countries that we control. Those places will still do what they're doing. And if what you say is true, those effects are still going to be affecting you. All right? You're still going to be warming twice as fast. And by the way, what do we get when we find out that you're not right? Because I'm sorry that you flip-flop between cooling, warming. The causes are always the same. It's always the same. Anyhow, Biden added in a social media post that he was taking action to meet the moment for future generations. No, you weren't. You're just canceling something because that's what you do. However, the president was blasted for the move, which opponents said would harm U.S. energy security, inadvertently rewarding foreign energy producers and more congressional intent of past legislation. I can't explain to the American people why we would willingly become more dependent on foreign oil imports, eliminate good paying American jobs, and drive up the cost of our electric bills and gas prices across the country, Senator Joe Manchin, a Democrat from Western Virginia, said. This is yet another example of this administration caving to the radical left with no regard for clear direction from Congress or American energy security. Right, and it is also a real convenient way to do that whole thing where we help out China. You know, I'm just saying, if you were, say, possibly, maybe, I don't know, a president who was in the pocket of that country, you might find it very beneficial to just tank our own oil. I mean, after all, why should we drill those resources now when they could go to America, when we can leave them there to protect them and then just shell this company over or this country over to China, and then China can just come drill them then. You see, there's a company called Burisma that will give us a sweet deal on energy resources. Really, Toastmaster? That's so nice of them. Why would they do that? Under the administration's actions, curbing development in the NPR, future oil and gas leasing and industrial development would be strictly limited. And yeah, so basically, get ready for your energy prices to go up. It makes everything worse for us, and it's not like oh, we want to burn down this forest and uproot all this. There's nothing there. It's a frozen tundra. But again, some people believe that climate change is solely because of human intervention. And because some people believe that, we have to then do all of this shit. It's only going to fuck us all over anyway.
It's cool. Great. Awesome. 10 minutes till 4:20 and I'm out of water. That's going to make that challenge difficult. Let's sit up a bit. The old egg chair's feeling a wee bit rickety. All right, so again, we've got 40 minutes left in the show unless we hit that goal and knock it out of the park. But we'll see where that goes. Those people are single-digit IQ knuckle draggers, says Rusty Grammer. Here's my point, Rusty Grammer. Even if, and it's a extremely just thought exercise, even if they were completely right, again, the problem becomes, even if you're completely right, India and China produce way more carbon pollution and everything else. Too many countries in unlegislated third world countries pollute and produce so much pollution that if you get rid of all of ours, that stuff still's in there. I'd suck a dick to get my dick sucked right now. What? Squirrel. No idea, but thank you for that. We're going to watch a video of Howard Stern, and I'm going to rip on Howard Stern. Because I'm sorry, the Howard that I respected is dead, and fuck this piece of shit.
Attention homeowners. Check this out. Clean water is just a click away.
Don't check this out. I don't give a shit about this. Skip the ad. Boom.
So she goes, you should apologize to me. And at first I was like, I'm not apologizing to you because I'm not doing anything wrong. And then we almost went to bed angry. And then I said, I thought about it like what you just said. And I went, you know what, honey? If I'm doing that, if I'm always bringing up COVID every time you book something with your friends, I apologize. But it's just, I'm just expressing to you my fear and I'm scared.
Well, she's got to understand your feelings too, Howard. It makes you nervous.
Howard is getting into fights with his wife because she's going outside. Howard, the new strain isn't putting people in the hospital. It isn't putting people in body bags. We're finding out the people that were in body bags, a significant number of them had a lot of help. All right? So I'm sorry, buddy. You're gonna be fine. Oh my God. Did Howie Mandel's fucking germophobia wear off on you? I thought Howard had a husband. Well, apparently we all know who has the balls in the family. And it ain't Howard. Because not only does her going out bother him, but he had to fucking kowtow to her because he couldn't stand up to her about it. But, again, good for her for standing up because fuck Howard for having a problem. Who knew Fart Man was a libtard? I don't know. Howard is a big fat liberal pussy snowflake, says just a regular chatter. Wow, you are very opinionated about that. You got some finger flubbles there. Gas is already up 25 cents in a day because of that. Wait a minute, what? Fallen Gray? Gas is up 25 cents already?
Makes me nervous. I'm neurotic.
Hold on, I can't go back to this. Your gas is already up 25. Are you? I knew I should have filled my tank. I agreeable. All right, Rusty Grammer. I thought Howard and Opie ended up together. Oh no, Howard and Opie didn't end up together. No. Howard is still doing his own thing on his own show. Still locking himself in like a crazy person. Didn't we do a story recently where Howie was pissed about people not recognizing him at a basketball game? So it's okay for you to go fucking center court, but then when COVID makes a comeback, you got to freak out about it? Sorry, Johnny. I was just cross-chatting. Oh. Oh, okay.
Listen, I have a lot of issues. I'm a neurotic. You know what a neurotic is? I got OCD.
Yes, a person with no real problems, but who makes them up.
Yeah.
Thank you, Robin. But let's.
Yeah, I make a ton of problems. I'm not doing anything wrong. And then we almost went to bed angry. And then I thought about it, like what you just said. And I went, you know what, honey? If I'm doing that, if I'm always bringing up COVID every time you book something with your friends, I apologize. But I'm just expressing to you my fear, and I'm scared.
Well, she's got to understand your feelings too, Howard. It makes you nervous.
I'm scared. Scared of what? The information's coming out, Howard. You don't need to be scared, okay? People might need to be scared. There might be some people who need to be concerned. You're not one of them. Rusty Grammer saying, I'm sitting in traffic on 94, huffing asphalt fumes near Avon. All right, well, 10-4, good buddy. You do what you can. Bird Collector, as to the wait, why is gas up? Sorry, just got here a bit ago. It's because yesterday, the Biden administration curtailed some natural gas and drilling leases that had been already previously guaranteed in an area because, again, oh my God, global warming. And as a result of all of that, our gas prices just went up a bit, apparently. Already apparently up 25 cents. So, yay, the Biden administration, yay. Oh, boy. Oh, and then we have a story, I don't know if we're doing today or not, but trucking executives arguing that the emission standards put forth by the EPA will crush the supply chain. So it's just going to, hey, how much do you like empty shelves? Because guess what we're going to have?
It makes me nervous. I'm neurotic. Listen, I have a lot of issues. I'm a neurotic. You know what a neurotic is? I got OCD.
Yes, a person with no real problems, but who makes them up.
Yeah, I make a ton of problems.
Oh dear God, is that Nancy Grace? Get rid of that story right now. Nancy Grace up here. No, that's Madison. But Nancy Grace previews. Yeah, that is Nancy Grace. I don't give a shit about that. I was going to talk about this one with the trucking executive, but during the Wednesday episode of his radio show, Howard Stern admitted his fear of COVID has sparked arguments with his wife. Claims that the media reports of new COVID strains are making him scared of his wife going out, catching the virus, and giving it to him. Again, the reports of the new strain are literally that it exists. I, again, think you need to realize, sir, you are not in danger of, you're not in danger of COVID. Textbook definition. Oh, and Rusty Grammar. Well, admitting is the first step. Right? First, you have to admit you have a problem before you can solve it. And that's what I agree. It is great that he's finally at least taking the load off of himself and everyone else by admitting it. And now we can move forward. All right, let's make sure we're not missing a story. We did that. Economy. Stern. Yeah, so we got all those. So we just must have double loaded one. Let's go ahead and bump those out. We again are it's almost 4:20. We're 40 minutes from the end of the show unless we score that other what is it, $30 I think right now. We have it up there $35. Otherwise, yeah, we'll do that. And then like I said, if the show ends up ending early today, we will simply dedicate that time to getting the old Rumble money in so we can count the rest of that, and we'll probably just, what would that be? That would be knocking out most of tomorrow's goal. Yeah. Well, actually, if we don't count, if we take today as a loss, then yeah, we just do that. Anyways, fuck me in the ass. We've got things to do. He sucks so much asshole now, I can't even respect his past success. Whose? You're talking about Stern? I mean, I lost a lot of respect for him over the whole COVID thing. He went way, way too far to the left thing on the COVID thing with just having no ability to just, again, you lock yourself in a home, you've got the money and the access to the best health care that can be had in this country. You're in relatively good health in and of itself. You're going to be fine.
Again, I'm not saying COVID doesn't matter. I'm saying you, Howard Stern, don't need to worry about it. Oh, man. Kung Fu Grasshopper said, hey, guy, hey, dude, how you doing? Fanatical Bucks fan. Well, he is Jewish. I mean, come on now, but you don't have to be a stereotype. Just because you're Jewish doesn't mean you have to act like the stereotypes would say. Big Bird Bob 1 saying hello all. Hello, Big Bird Bob. We've got 40 minutes left in the program unless we score our $35 goal to move us right into tomorrow or into 5:30. Otherwise, like I said, if we end at 5, I got some work to do. Alrighty, so let's get into our next story before we run out of time. You know what's weird? When I was born, that's not weird because that's how birth works. What's weird is that you fixated on it, I think. That's what's weird. Anyways, so a 7-year-old made a discovery in Arkansas's crater of diamonds. And, of course, they had to post to Instagram about it. Oh, no, Arkansas State Parks did. They posted to Instagram. Let's, I want to maximize the photo or the post, whichever. Yeah, you won't let me in. Yeah. So that's it, just those 2 photos. Then I don't give a shit. We don't need that. Moving on. So, as I was saying, a 7-year-old girl on a birthday trip to the Crater of Diamonds State Park in Arkansas found a big present, a 2.95 carat diamond. Aspen Brown of I can't read now. Arkansas State Park said Aspen Brown of Paragould, Arkansas, was visiting the park with her family to celebrate her birthday when she spotted the diamond in the park's north search area. Officials said the 2.95 carat diamond is about the size of a green pea with a golden brown color. My question is how much is it worth? The diamond is the second largest found in the park by a park visitor this year, officials said. The largest was a 3.29 carat brown diamond found in March. The Murfreesboro Park was mined by commercial diamond hunters before becoming a state park in 1972. So we, again, don't get to find out what the diamond's worth. How much is a 2.95 carat diamond worth? Again, it's the size, not just the carats. So how much money did the kid make? That's my question. How much bank is in the tank, man? Alrighty. Kung Fu Grasshopper missed it by 3 minutes. What, 4:20? Yeah. Oh, well. It won't be 2.95 carats after it is cut and polished, says Fanatical Bucks fan. All right, so I guess then that's one thing we know why it won't. Again, we can't even have an estimated. Come on, YouTube. Hit the like. Make the 10 of us matter. I mean, that could help. But yes, again, we do have, was it $35 from the goal? So we'll keep track of that and keep an eye on this thing here. Hey, we just got followed on Rumble by Carminelli123. Thank you for following the program. We appreciate that. That is awesome. Oh, thank you, Fanatical Bucks fan, doing some legwork saying natural 2.7 to 2.9 carat is going to be about 35 to 50,000. All right, then. Big Bird Bob, fuck off, Rumble. Why? I love Rumble. Why would you want Rumble to fuck off? There's no reason
to ask Rumble to fuck off. Anyways, so as I said, we are doing it and keeping the show going for a little bit while longer now. About a half hour left in the program. Unless we hit that goal, we'll see where it goes. So you found that, and you've made maybe a college fund. But do you want to use that on a college fund? Thanks, De Beers. Because I'm on Twitch, so my presence make a Twitch better. All right, if you feel that way. I'm just happy that we have anybody on any channel here watching and supporting the program. Thank you. $3 months salary for them. $1, Bob. Oh, no, don't bet $1. That's not a good idea. Always under betting. It's just always, no. I'll bring De Beers. No, I think he meant De Beers like the company. But I'm smelling what you're selling. All right, so let's talk about this story. Again, we have about 30 minutes left in the program. I've got 3 stories left in our second hour, and then we have our third hour stories to get to. So plenty of content for that. And if we get that extra half hour, then an hour left in the program, and we have more than enough content for an hour left in the program. So let's keep on keeping on. First off, talking about this one, loose goats captured after chasing a jogger in Ontario. Seriously, Canada, I've seen goats, all right, and it's a pair of goats that we are apparently running from. It took 2 goats to chase you. You can't swing a foot or a fist at a goat, really? Because I'll tell you right now, like, you may have to kick or hit a goat. You may have to. But there's some durable bitches. They can take it. And one good oomph into them, and they're going to be like, oh, this is a bad idea. See, Kung Fu Grasshoppers, guy, kick it. Fucking kick it. You literally, they captured the goats. And I don't care about capturing the goats. It's the capturing them after chasing a jogger in Ontario. Apparently, the goats didn't need to be captured, but then they started chasing people. Now we've got to do something. We had to call the authorities in because the jogger couldn't handle the goats on his own. You need to call the cops because you can't handle 2 goats. And by the way, we have a picture of the goats. For those of you saying maybe they were big, mean goats. I don't know. Do these look like goats you need to be worried about? No, let's do it this way. Let's make them as large as possible. They're standing next to a wooden pallet with some food and shit on it. They don't look that big. Those horns don't look that big. You can't handle those goats. They captured Tom Brady. Why? The goats did. Nah, if they have horns, they'll just come back and gore you. Dude, again, those horns aren't that big. Goats are assholes, agreed. But you can those are some small goats. Those are some small goats, man. You can handle those goats. You do not need the authorities on those goats, man. I'm saying those are not cop needed. You don't need cops on those goats. Police in Ontario are trying to find the owner of a pair of... Oh, fuck you, bad goats. You screw you. Rounded up after chasing a jogger in the eastern part of the province. The Ontario Provincial Police said on social media that the officers in Greenville are looking for assistance with locating the owner of these 2 bad boys. Yeah, I'm not going to read it that way. You suck. You fucking horrible ass. Bad boys. No. Looking for the owner of these 2 fucking can-chewing sons of bitches. The post included a photo of the 2 goats, which police said chased a jogger on County Road 2 near Greenville Park, camping and RV park in the township of Pittsburg, Cardinal. Don't goat me, started one of the puns. Oh, fuck off. But call OPP if you know the owner, the post said. You needed the Ontario Provincial Police to deal with a goat attack. I just, Is Canada really soft? It sounds like it. It sounds really, really soft in Canada. Just in general. And it sounds like we're not going to make it. We're not going to make it, man. We're not going to make it. All right. They're probably just having fun running alongside the guy. Probably not attacking him. Oh, yeah. Tastes very. I'm down with OPP. Well, I mean, the Ontario Provincial Police. Sounds dangerous. Mikey Two Milks, I just opened a can of worms. They are currently just sitting there. The worms, not the chaos as advertised. 2 of 10 stars. What the fuck? The other pwn is Michael Jordan. I don't know what Danger Bear Wolf Turtle is talking about. Their motto, let go, let government.
FBI, open up!
Okay, now we're 80 bits from a sticker party, so we might have a sticker party before the end of the show. Thank you, Lab Glass, for the 100 bits. Sounded like a Mitch Hedberg joke. I mean, kind of. But it is, I guess, kind of true, too. Either way, they reported the story, and I'd like to believe it as the jogger was scared of the goats. I really like to picture a person just sprinting down the road. Somebody help me! Call the cops! And then just those 2 little goats behind him, just bat, bat, and just right behind him, just bat, bat. Somebody help me! Oh, God, there's 2. I'm being attacked by 2 goats. 911, there's 2 goats, and they are bleeding at me, and they are following me, and I am feeling very threatened right now. I do not know what to do. Please send help. The cops show up. All right, we got 2 goats. What does the book say? I've never handled goats before. Have you handled goats? I don't know. It's your first day on the job, Rook? You rolled the unlucky dice, didn't you? Yeah, first day on the job, and you got to deal with fucking goats, right? Oh, they don't prep you for this in provincial police school. They do not prep you for handling goats. But don't worry, if we have to put them down, and we might. Fuck! Not my first time shooting goats. Thank you, Lab Glass, for the 10 bits and the nugget sticker. We are now 70 bits from a sticker party. Saint Caesar saying, look, man, you guys can sit here and say they're cute if you want, but those fucking goats are not fucking real. Oh, man. Emu won a war against Australia. Okay, I have no idea what we're talking about now. I was talking about the 2 goats, Tom Brady and Jordan. Oh, those are the name of the goats? Oh, my God, goat. Oh. How did I miss? Oh, he means that. Oh, I am dumb. Fuck! Yeah, that's about how I feel. Thank you for that 10-bit sticker there. Let's see if we can get it. If we get a sticker party or something, we'll throw up the kitty cam as we have been joined by the kitty. And there we go there. Anyways, all right. So we have, again, half hour left in the program. Couple of stories left up, and then all of hour 3 to get to. So thank you for being part of the show. We'll see how we do in the future. Fuck! Again, I guess Lab Glass is going to one-man army this party. 1 nugget at a time. Thank you. Let's get to this story quick, and then we'll talk about the Bear Whisperer. And then we can do our, I believe would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Why did we clear one of them out? I don't know. Fuck if I know. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4? Yeah, whatever. Anyways, let's get to this story. Metal debris. Shit. Labglass slapped a truth sticker for 50 bits, so it'll get covered by the stickers for a minute. But let's show... Where are we? Where's our kitty camera? I need my kitty cam. There we are. Boop. Yeah, it just makes me look like a fat piece of shit. Ah, I'm a chunky motherfucker. Tag, you have a pickle on your head. Which is weird. I don't think cats like pickles. I think they're weirded out by them. FBI open up, a bunch of those coming in. We did get a bunch of hand stickers. Normally that's a bunch. It seems like it's just a little bit of a slower day. On all the, oh, wait, nope. Now we've got the hand stickers coming in. A few of them rolling. I think people had to get to the apps to drop the stickers. Now we're going. The confetti's still falling, so the queue is loaded and still dropping stickers. A lot of the FBI ones. Mr. Q saying kitty. Yeah, for the support, and whenever we get joined by the cat, especially in the egg chair, we like to throw up a little kitty cam. Have a little fun with the kitty. Anyways, let's drop the sticker party thing. We don't need that because we're obviously not doing a sticker party. We'll read through this story quick, and then we'll continue with the show. We'll check the Venmo and the PayPal in a minute. Oh, wait. Nope. Looks like there's an icon on it, so I better check that now. $5 from Mr. Q. Wait, nope, that's another $5. All right then. Well, let's double check just to be sure, because there's a note with this one. Yep. So this is a different one. So yep, that is $5 from Mr. Q. Thank you very much. That brings us down another $5. So we are down to a $30 goal for the overtime of the show. $30 away. Let's redo that. Again, thank you, Mr. Q, for that support. Rumble needs to get a message sent, or PayPal needs to get an email sent to them on the way their shit works. Alrighty, so metal debris. We're going to do this. Metal debris breaks through a windshield on a main turnpike, striking inches from the driver's face. The driver of the vehicle, a 21-year-old New Hampshire resident, was treated for minor injuries. The motorist narrowly escaped injury Tuesday when a piece of metal crashed into her windshield and came within inches of her face, police said. 21-year-old motorist from New Hampshire was following a vehicle that ran over metal debris on the road, sending it flying into her Jeep Wrangler on the main turnpike, said Shannon Moss, spokesman for the Maine Department of Public Safety. What are you digging for? What's down there? You digging, kitty? Don't dig in my chair. Don't dig in my chair, kitty cat. Don't be that cat. You'll get more nuzzles. Final Destination reboot. Jizz stain. Definitely not a jizz stain. It's the side of the chair. And, this chair has seen no fucking. Let's be honest. There's been zero fucking in this chair. And cushions were cleaned when the foam was. And the foam looks like shit now that I realize it. This is. Oh, that's where the cats keep nuzzling. Of course, that's going to be tinted. That looks like shit. All right, now I got to fucking not think about that. We're going to probably drop the kitty cam in a minute. Alrighty, so the 21-year-old motorist from New Hampshire was following the vehicle when it kicked the debris up into the car. The sharp piece struck the windshield, shattered the glass, but the motorist was able to safely pull over. She was treated at the scene for minor injuries, like glass in her face. Alrighty, so let's open up this picture. Let's show you the image we have here. Open image, a new tab. Bam. Ooh, there's a good one. Boop. Here we are. Holy balls. It really did come in close, man. If I'm honest, that one really did risk hitting you right in the douche. Like, Fucking boom, right in the face. Suppose you wouldn't call that the douche. Schnoz, maybe. You're broken. Alrighty, so, yeah, you took a metal bar to the front of your car. Holy shit. Who do you hold accountable for that? Like, do you hold, like, ultimately, who do you personally, not like actually, like, literally hold accountable, but I mean, like, who do you personally hold accountable for that? The person who dropped the metal debris on the road? Or the asshole who just thought, you know what, I'll just pile over this. And you don't notice? Because I guarantee you that Jeep did not just suddenly just... There was a reaction there, swerving, just... I hope to hell if you were responsible for that. If you were any way responsible, and we're gonna drop kitty cam, I think. If you were any way responsible for that, you literally, I'm sorry, you need to go, we need to drop kitty cam. Gotta get new foam. You need to fucking pay for that. If you hit her, just let alone the fact that the poor chick probably shit herself when that thing burst through the window, burst on the scene. Crack Babies 89 saying that's why you don't follow so close. Give time to react. Yeah, but here's the problem I have with that. I follow that rule, but then a lot of time when you follow that rule and you don't follow so close so people have time to react, looks like a ratchet bar from a semi tie down. It's not. It's just and we'll go back to it. We'll open that up in another tab. Open image in another tab. That's not even a ratchet bar. It's just a twisted piece of metal. It's just a twisted piece of rusted metal. Where are we going? Video. It's just a twisted hunk of rusted metal. It doesn't look like a tie-down bar. It doesn't look like much of anything. And we can't see the front of it, so, or whatever. I blame Andrew Carnegie for inventing steel. Well, there we go, Fanatical Bucks fan. We know who's responsible. God damn, Andrew. Damn it, Andrew. Damn it, Andrew. All right. So, Twisted Metal, awesome game. Twisted Metal is an awesome game, and I think they're making either a movie or a TV show about it. If I remember correctly, we'll look into that in a minute. No! Baby Jeep is hurt, says Thorne. Oh, yeah. And it's a red Jeep. I like red, but, I mean, the Jeep is hurt. I hope the driver's okay. The windshield, let's see how that does. I watched the first episode. It was cool. All right, so it is. It's, TV show is pretty good. I assume it's on Netflix. Maybe we'll do the preview. We'll do a couple minutes of overtime or whatever for the trailer. Carnegie is a real piece of shit regardless of his inventions. This was Trevor from GTA 5. Oh, I'd believe that. He was on one of his drug binges. Oh. TV show already out. Okay. Apparently, on Peacock. Oh, it's on Peacock. I don't know if I have Peacock. I don't think I have Peacock. The TV show already aired, and a new season is greenlit. So, yeah, I'm going to have to see where I can watch the show. As I aggressively nuzzle a cat. She is taking everything I'm giving her. She just won't be... She will not be nuzzled out of this chair. Oh, as I said it, she's been nuzzled out of the chair. Good, because I don't like smoking with there's a cat in the chair. So thank you for leaving, because that green lights me for smoking green. Ha ha. And we are down to $30 on the show goal. So thank you for being part of the program and part of the solution. All righty. We'll link this one last time, I guess, in in everything. There we go. And doot. We won't be rolling over the goal to tomorrow. If we don't clear it, we don't clear it. And what that means for me is we just deal with it. If that keeps happening, life changes. That's life. That's life. So they say. Metal debris through your windshield today. Alrighty, so this last story that I definitely want to get to before we go anywhere and do anything. Mike, the bear whisperer. Now, I don't know what qualifies you for being a bear whisperer. We're about to find out. But I go camping, or at least used to, I should say. I used to go camping a lot. Like all the time, and would like to again if I ever could. And there's always the possibility you're going to run into wildlife. Usually it's squirrels. Sometimes, especially in Minnesota, depending where you're camping, you're going to be seeing like wolves, foxes, things like that. Bears, not so much, but I believe there are bear areas in Minnesota. Anyways, there was a bear at a campground in, where was this? All right. Lake Harmony, Pennsylvania. Mikey saying, hey, bear. Yeah, Lake Harmony, Pennsylvania, they had a bear show up. And now this is a video of a man identified as Mike confidently herding a huge black bear away from a campsite. I'm going to air this footage saying, firstly, I do not endorse what Mike is probably about to do, and I'm surprised that it worked out for him. This better be as good as Tripod from yesterday. Dude, Tripod was awesome. Let's see.
Right there. Come on, Mike. Come on. I got it.
Wait a minute. Are you following with a drink? Hold on. I thought you had like a weapon or something. Are you following with a drink in your hand? Are you watching this dude corral a bear with a drink in? You are. Holy shit.
Right there. Come on, Mike. Come on. I got it.
One, what's going on with your pants? How many sets of keys do you have? That looks like a lot of set of keys. Two, just you have a drink in your hand? I don't know who this dude and how he's getting the bear to walk off, but Florida man took a vacation to Pennsylvania. Absolutely. The dude's just walking the bear out like he's his friend. Just, hey, man, I get it. You want to hang out. It seems cool. You're hoping to smash. So are we all. So say we all. But you can't be here, man. You're a fucking bear, all right? You got to go. So, again, big balls. Look at the big balls on Mike. But, again, who the fuck was... Why were you... Tripod was awesome. Yeah, Tripod was awesome. The narrator was fucking hilarious. This one's just impressive for just how big-dicked this guy is. I'm amazed those shorts can hold it in. Because he's walking the bear like a pet, just out of here. If that bear decides to fight, this dude is fucking food, all right? This dude's dead. He's got nothing on the bear. The only backup you have is a black guy with a drink in his hand, and I don't think he's going to be quick to help. Yeah, see, the bear thinks about it for 1 second, like, what you gonna do? Man with a drink books. Watch, we'll go again. Black man with a drink in his hand, sneaking up on the bear. Bear's like, oh, I bet, do it. And he immediately bolts. Again, what are you gonna do? You're gonna throw your fucking vodka or whatever you have in his face?
And if it's just water, I mean, then you're just pissing off the bear. Oh.
I got a video that oh, hey! Mike, hey, no, Mike.
No, I don't want to leave. I smell cold cuts. Mr. Q, racist, kicking out the black bear. That bear has a gunshot in his ass? What?
Oh, hey! Mike, hey. Did I get it?
Oh. You're talking about that right there. You're saying that's a gunshot? You're saying that's a gunshot. Florida man don't give a fuck. Those shorts aren't going to help you. But yeah, I don't know if the shorts are going to help or not. But, again, the dude bolted the minute the bear stood up to him. I think it's because you're standing right there. I think the bear doesn't trust you because you're standing right there. He thought you were going to lead him to food, so he was following, and now that you're like, the door's open, go ahead and leave, he's like, no, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. He's lucky that... Yeah, I love how people are like, hey, bear, don't be a bear. That's unbearable. He smells marshmallows, motherfucker. By the way, you're camping right next to a house. This is a campground. If this is a campground and those people live there, how shitty is that? You live right next to a campground. You're going to constantly hear people camping. You smell campfires. Although I suppose you could go over there all the time for like free s'mores and beers. You know, I suppose not bad. And the bear, give me my effing food, man.
Just move.
I want some marshmallows.
Holy shit, that son of a bitch. Did he got you? Oh my.
Oh, and he tore his pants? So now the bear gets out and just walks away.
God. You are like...
Holy shit.
Hey.
I have that on video.
Mike got him from the bear. He barely got.
I think we're about to experience the worst pun of this whole thing. Some nice scratches and a little bit of a tear on his on those aren't even jean shorts. At least get a long stick.
Mike got him from the bear. He barely got you. It's not even.
He barely got you. I didn't want a toe-to-so, but I toe-to-so, says Thorne. Oh, was Phil some holes, barely got him. Oh, no. Not you two. Not you two. Fill some holes. Not you two. Oh, Jesus. So, yeah, motherfucker danced with a bear and found out. Like, as someone else was saying, if hide behind the fence, good thinking. Yeah, I'm sure that bear is really deterred by that metal fence. I'm sure that metal fence really made that bear think twice about going back in. I'm sure that bear wouldn't be able to get through it if he wanted to. That giant monster powerhouse of an animal, I'm sure that little tiny fucking garden fence can hold him at bay. Oh, man. How do you feel if you're one of the neighbors, if you're living in that house? You watch that guy walk the bear along the lake and then out. The bear didn't start there. The bear started on the other side. But the guy walked him out like, here we go. Get out. Go away. No, that's not helpful. You just dropped that bear on my fucking front lawn, you son of a bitch. I don't need that shit. So the wall worked. I mean, kind of.
The wall kind of worked. We kind of had success. Thank you, Taste Fairy ALTO, for following on Rumble. Very much appreciate having the Rumble followers and the Rumble chat. Again, thank you for being part of the Rumble show. If you're watching on Rumble, we certainly appreciate that. Thank you for giving the old glove up and everything. Always helpful. And we've got, what is it? There we go there. There we go there. We're good with that. We'll just check these one last time and then check out the preview to that Twisted Metal show, I think, for the end of the show. Let's log in, because that might be why it hasn't updated. Logging me in. Logging me in. Loving myself. Yep, that's the same. All right. And checking here quickly. The same there. Okay. He wanted a piglet sandwich. I mean, maybe. Just looking for those picnic baskets. Hey, boo-boo. Yeah, dude, I would say he definitely wanted your marshmallows or something. I feel like leaving empty-handed is just unbearable. Oh, now I'm doing it. Fuck me. Labglass asking $30 question mark. Yeah, the goal is currently at $30 for overtime, Labglass. That's where we are currently sitting at. But again, we got a couple minutes here. We're going to check out the preview or trailer for the Twisted Metal show, because I am curious about it. I loved playing Twisted Metal as a kid. So I'm going to check that out. And then we'll check out where we're at for everything else after that. Twisted Metal. Oh, Twisted Metal trailer. All right. Twisted Metal trailer. Explicit trailer for Peacock Original. We've got trailers from a month ago, a couple of them. Sony Pictures Television, 1 minute 12, 2:18, 2:24. We're going to take 2:24. We're going to go with 2:24 because it's the longest trailer. And we're going to see, oh, never mind. We're going to probably be going for another half hour, apparently, because this just chimed. And guessing that's Labglass. And the goal is met for today, so thank you very much. So we'll load our hour 3 stories after we watch this, and then we'll do the hour 3 stories. If we book through all of those, we'll go to a bunch of stories or a bunch of stuff we have for overtime. So let's get to this again. I'm curious about it. People are saying it was great. I want to see the first season, and the second one is apparently greenlit. Let's check it out. The Peacock Original Twisted Metal. I really hope I have one of my things has Peacock in it, because
20 years ago, the world fell to shit.
All right, Anthony Mackie, I do love, and I like the narration. But can I say one thing? Captain America is really failing because of the way that Anthony Mackie's character is being played out. I don't know how much control he has in that, but
cities put up walls to protect themselves and threw the criminals out so they could fight over what was left. But there are humble motherfuckers like me delivering cargo from one walled city to another. And that's where the cars and guns come in. Give me the package, man! So if I'm here, then the exit is... Oh, they have a Foot Locker. Oh, son of a...
Welcome to New San Francisco. I want to hire you. Pick up a package, bring it back. I can make your every wish come true. So, John, what do you wish for?
Toilet paper. 2-ply.
I think I can do better.
3-ply? Kill it! All right, Evelyn, let's deliver this package. It's rude not to introduce yourself before pulling a gun on someone. Oh, this is rude. If you put the gun down, I'll drop you off as close as I can to where you're going. She's quiet. She don't talk.
Motherfucker, eat shit.
Much. You have no idea.
Holy shit. Hold on. Is that the chick?
You put the gun down.
That's the chick that, she's from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Drop you off as close as I can to where you're going. She's quiet. She don't talk.
Motherfucker, eat shit.
Much. You have no idea what's out east. Even the people trying to bring the law back are dangerous.
This is our land. These are our roads.
And they're gonna have to go through Vegas. We both know who rules Vegas, John.
Hi, everybody.
I've never seen anyone cut off a human head and catch it as good as that.
This is gonna be fun. Peekaboo.
I'm sorry, this thing seems fucking awesome. Holy shit. The only reason anyone has Peacock is because it has WWE. Hey, man, I don't know about any of that. 244 just happens to have two magic numbers. I think it's a sign, a 420 sign. I have no idea. Clown is awesome. Sweet Tooth is the best character. Well, Sweet Tooth was always interesting in the games, but again, I love the actress, Beatrice, whatever her name is. She was great in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. She's very famous right now for having done that Encanto musical, but she's a great actress, so I love seeing that. Sweet Tooth is played by Samoa Joe, one of fave wrestlers. I'm just saying, Sweet Tooth looks the part. I just really want to watch this now. Fuck. This looks, just again, like, I'm going back a bit. Just because, all right, so the watch thing looks kind of cool because that looks old school, actually. Looks like a calculator watch.
But this package. It's rude not to introduce yourself before pulling a gun on someone.
Oh, this is rude.
If you put the gun down, I'll drop you off as close as I can to where you're going. She's quiet. She don't talk.
Motherfucker, eat shit.
Much. You have no idea what's out east. Even the people trying to bring the law back are dangerous.
This is our land. These are our roads.
And they're gonna have to go through.
And I really, really like those that actor and how awesome this looks like that's going to be.
Vegas. We both know who rules Vegas, John.
Hi, everybody.
I've never seen anyone cut off a human head and catch it as good as that.
Oh, Stephanie Beats. There we go.
This is gonna be fun. Peekaboo.
This never happened to me before. Really? Yeah. Oh, man.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, it's DMV.
What's down the red line? Cool. Screams.
All right, so that looks super duper awesome. Holy shit. Holy shit. I have got to figure out if I have anything that has access to Peacock, and if I don't, that's super sad. Oh. Anyways, Sweet Tooth is the name of the car. Clown is named Needles Kane. Oh. Well, either way, you'll like it. It's worth a watch. Kane J, I wholeheartedly believe I'll like it. It's just if I have anything, I don't want to pick up Peacock just to watch it, but I do want to find a way to watch it. If you like that, then you'll like One Piece on Netflix. I have a friend who's a big One Piece anime fan, so I'm afraid to watch or talk about that one because I'm worried he'll have an opinion if I do or not. I don't know. We'll see. I have a bunch of other shows and things that I want to watch on Netflix, but I've got a lot of shit to do, including 39-day free trial, says Kane J. Well, we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. He's barely got the scratch to eat. Wait a minute, what?
I am now wholeheartedly confused, and I need to stop doing that to myself because I am easily confused, especially this late in the show. We have 30 minutes left in the show. I've got a whole hour's worth of stories to do, so we're going to pull those up, and I'm going to pull up these. I'm going to drop the audio really, really quick. And, again, I really think I need to check out that show one way or another. But we'll see. Our second, my fiance even liked Twisted Metal. Dude, I liked the game series, so I think I might like that show. It looks like the cast looks super duper awesome. All right, so we're going to be talking about a few stories. I don't know how many we're going to get through here, but we'll see how many we do. Oh, I don't know if I necessarily want to do that one at all at the end of the show. It was a bad place to put it. All right, so our audio's back up. We don't have anything running. Feel free to go crazy with the bits, the subs, the sound drops. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Again, anything else that we get supported today goes automatically over into tomorrow's $50 goal. So all the sound drops, all the bits and subs sound drop things will go for that. Let's fix this right now, though, so we have that accurate. So that way we don't have to worry about remembering because it's already written down. And there we go. All right, save. Boom. Our first story that we're going to talk about is about a Washington road. The Washington State Patrol said a stretch of road was closed for several hours when an overturned truck covered the roadway in fuel and potatoes.
Mr. Destructoid 100.
Thank you, Was Fill Some Holes. Again, all that will get rounded up either today or tomorrow and put into the goal for tomorrow. Washington State Patrol said the stretch road was covered in fuel and potatoes. On social media, WSP District 6 said that the truck overturned on State Road 262 in the area of mile marker 17, near the O'Sullivan Dam in Grant County. No one was injured in the crash, but the truck spilt its load of potatoes onto the roadway. The road was closed for several hours because the vehicle's fuel also leaked onto the road, causing a safety hazard. Or a really cool way to cook some potatoes. Hey, what do you got there? Oh, this is called a diesel double bake. It's where you cook it in semi-fuel and you stuff some cheese and bacon in it and then you throw the bitch back in there. I'm on a highway to fries. Oh, fuck. So, yes, Washington, the latest in a slew of roads to be covered in food. Because, again, we don't have any production issues, so we don't need to worry about losing things like a truckload of potatoes, because it's not going to be a problem. I just hope that David Chandler is all right. And if he gets in touch with me, I can ask him, maybe. And if he does, I'll let you know. But if you guys need more potatoes, I may have a hookup. I don't want to brag. I might know a guy. Just in general, if you need some spuds. Alrighty, so this next story is one I did want to talk about. So we'll get this one in here before the end of the show, because, again, we have about 20 minutes left in the program. Thank you very much, Lab Glass, and everyone who supported the program today. AI-powered combat aircraft bring the U.S. a huge battlefield advantage, but raise ethical questions. Ethical questions? Like, why would we have you not seen the movies? The U.S. Air Force development of pilotless aircraft run by artificial intelligence, or AI, has the potential to give American forces the upper hand in any conflict. It certainly makes it easier for our fail to pass the physical pilots and soldiers. But it also raises ethical questions on how such powerful technology should be deployed on the battlefield. I would say it shouldn't. Again, just me speaking out of my ass. No, oh God, no. Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to do that? You know what? We're in overtime, and this one's fun and all, but let's skip it. We'll save these stories for tomorrow, including this one. We'll cover this one more tomorrow. Just in general, let's do some fun shit for the end of the show. We've got a whole bunch of overtime videos, and I want to cover that stuff instead. So we'll do this one first. This one sent to me by my good friend Daniel. This I had no idea that this existed. I love people that take stuff and make it into something else. So this is an enjoyable one for me. So bear with me. I feel the payoff is worth it. Hopefully I'm right. Here we go. This is Crank That Pepper Spray Remix. And we'll just...
Woman,
you're way too close!
Okay, so...
All right, bet.
Woman, you're way too close!
Nice.
Jesus.
How about some overly aggressive gun sounds? Yeah, that's aggressive. And how about a nice vocal to fit the circumstances?
All right, so where are we going with this?
All together now?
Woman, you're way too close!
Oh my God. I saw One Piece on Netflix. It's great. They hired the creator of One Piece as well as fans to work on it to make it enjoyable to watch. Well, Battle Brother Zio, that sounds good. I may check it out. I will just say I've always viewed the story of One Piece as odd. I've never actually watched it. And when I saw the live action version, it again seemed even more odd. Because now the what would we call him? Stretch Armstrong kid. He's an actual kid. I thought it was one of those, like it's a Chinese show where the child-looking character is not a child. I just really don't need a. I don't know. It just seems weird. Maybe I'll like it. Maybe I won't. Who knows? Luffy. His name is Luffy. No, a loofah is something you scrub with. It's used in a shower, Battle Brothers, yo. I don't know why you need to bring that into this. Hygiene, I don't think, was ever in question. I don't care whether the guy needs a loofah or not. You can wash without a loofah. It's entirely possible. And again, just because his skin is brown doesn't mean he's dirty. So this whole loofah thing is harmful and hurtful. Anyways, I'm an asshole. Alrighty. So let's move into our next video. What do we have here? Let's see what this is. Oh, yes. Clown Preacher Richie. Here's a nice follow-up. Here we have I'm guessing the... No, here is this another clip of Twisted Metal? All right, so I'm just curious. How are you supposed to find Jesus with a guy who literally looks like he's trying to do his impersonation of Clown from Spawn? Plus, safe bet you'll like Zorro, Mihawk, and Buggy the Clown. I have no idea. I've been told by my other friend to watch the animated One Piece for a long time, so you might be right. I don't know. Maybe I'm resisting. Maybe I just have too much shit to do. I still have Armored Core 6 and Starfield. Starfield is absorbing my life and every moment in a way that is problematic, if I'm honest. But that's what it is. At any rate, so Starfield's very much a thing. So we'll see. Back to this again. Have any of you guys ever heard of Clown Preacher Richie? Because the barber delivers. Clown Preacher Richie the barber delivers at a church service. Delivers what? A baby? Is he trying to get this guy to hork up a loogie? Is he a preacher, a clown, or a barber? I don't trust it. Clown Preacher Richie? I don't know why that's giving me no notifications for nothing. Anyways, Clown Preacher Richie the barber. He has way too many names. The hair is creepy. And between the tattoos and the massive amount of face jewelry, I again feel like, is this guy supposed to save me or is he trying to get my soul? You look like you are a preacher for Satan, sir. This doesn't, I'm sorry, you just don't really look like one of what I would call God's flock. Just if I had to put a point on it. What's he supposed to be losing? And where the fuck is this taking place? Are we in a fucking bus stop? I feel like I'm hearing music playing, and Clown Preacher looks like he's not allowed within 500 feet of schools and where kids play. Absolutely. But I was really worried I was going to stumble onto something that everybody else already knew about. I'm glad to hear at least one person being like, who the fuck is this guy? He's spitting. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by the bad music. And you, again, are you motivating this kid to vomit? Lose it. Lose it. You can't make him puke up his sins, okay? Maybe he didn't eat anything today. I mean, I gotta give it to you. Safe bet that this kid had some food in the tank. But I'm sorry. You bet wrong, Jesus.
So what you just saw there was a deliverance.
A deliverance? What I just saw there was a loogie, all right? What I just saw there was a loogie. And now that I'm getting a better look at you with your facial hair and all of the piercings, I really got to say, you can't possibly believe that we believe you're part of that whole thing, right? Like, I mean, this is obviously, I highlighted this message. Thank you, Lab Glass, for highlighting this message. Oh, fuck. So, oh my God. You're creepier looking now, like that I've got you here talking. The eyebrows seem like they're subdermal implants, which is scary because you gave yourself eyebrows and you don't have any, and they go in with your weird... The clown makeup is a face tattoo? And you've got a septum piercing, 2 nose rings, 2 chin lip rings, 1 straight up lip ring, 2 piercings in your cheeks, and 2 or 3 in the bridge of your nose. This is, again, just... Like, if you want to tell me you've been saved, I feel like losing this and washing your face would be a lot of it. Do you think he baptizes people with seltzer water? I think he wraps people up in cotton candy and then drinks their blood. Tell me what movie I just referenced. All right, so take it away. Doesn't scream mental illness whatsoever. Right? This screams, I've found the Lord.
And I believe that there's demons in people and they're hiding everywhere. And there's a spirit.
I believe there's demons and people and they're hiding everywhere. Like, dude, way to sell it. Way to sell it. You again tried to encourage the kid to vomit.
Go! Loose!
So what you just saw there was a deliverance.
No, what we saw was a kid bending over and horking up a loogie. And then you stroking his back very Joe Biden-like and saying, go, loose. And I get it, you were talking to the phlegm and the bile inside the child. But it did not work, which is, again, why I'm saying, regardless of what you call it, a deliverance, a forced vomit, and psychosomatic stomach ejection, I don't know. Leftover ejaculation, I have no idea. Point is, no matter what you call it, you actually didn't pull it off. So don't say what you just witnessed. What we witnessed was you failing. But explain it again, how there's... and I love that when he says it, you really believe that he believes what he says, but at the same rate, like if you told him to his face that you don't believe what he says, that he might strap you down and try to exercise you forcibly against your will.
And I believe that there's demons in people and they're hiding everywhere. And there's a spiritual warfare going on ever since, the fallen angels took down the third of the angels from heaven. And listen, they have to submit to the mighty name of Jesus and they have to get out in the name of Jesus. And we're doing it all over. We're living the books of Acts. Whether you believe it or not, it's in the media, it's in the Grammys, it's everywhere. You see it everywhere. But
all right. Okay. Sadist vodka. No. Why? Why? Because it's overtime, and we're talking about this dude. Now, I have to say, I've been against the guy because he seems like a charlatan. He seems completely weird, and now that we're watching this, I'm going with batshit nuts. But I mean, broken clock right twice a day? He's got a couple of points at the end that aren't entirely wrong.
Deliverance. And I believe that there's demons in people and they're hiding everywhere. And there's a spiritual warfare going on ever since, the fallen angels took down the third of the angels from heaven. And listen, they have to submit to the mighty name of Jesus and they have to get out in the name of Jesus. And we're doing it all over. We're living the books of Acts. Whether you believe it or not, it's in the media, it's in the Grammys, it's everywhere. You see it everywhere. But Satan has already lost the war. Jesus.
Satan has already lost the war. Then why are you happy? Because it looks like he's the side. I'm sorry, but when I think of Jesus, when I think of religion, when I think of what you're talking about, I think of all the people that you're explaining having a very big problem with your existence. Like, again, I really feel like the clown preacher, the clown show thing is really more of a, how shall we say, Satan's carnival style thing. Dare I look?
Oh, I do like your hat.
Enough.
Oh, it's a preview for One Piece. Yeah, I've seen it. I have Netflix. It shows it all the time, but thank you. Does he say God is love? He didn't say God is love. He is a thing of my nightmares, right? It's a sin to make God look bad. It might be. Either way, he says he's fighting the demons. And I think he needs to fight a few more of the ones he has, particularly on his face, because that is, again, a scary, scary individual. That is not someone that, quite frankly, should be delivering anybody, let alone a baby. And, again, you made a kid spit. You made a kid bend over and spit. I mean, you got a demon out. You got a fat kid to bend over and spit. Again, he tried to vomit. You couldn't get that to happen. So you got a fat kid to bend over and spit. We've got a couple minutes left. So let's go into this quick clip from 6 days ago. Mike Pence in Iowa on a tractor. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, that's not Mike Pence. So I'm excited to see where Mike Pence shows up. Oh, there's Mike Pence. Oh! So bad. You want me to work that for you? Yeah, he does. I knew you and Obama had a few things in common.
Well, I just get a photo. We gotta keep moving. Hold on right here. Go right. Yep. Okay, here. You want me to work that for you? Well, I just get a photo. We gotta keep moving. Would you like a ride, or you gotta keep moving? They said I gotta keep moving. Okay. I wouldn't mind driving. This is a little bigger than my John Deere.
Right. I'm sorry. You jumped up there and said, "Would you like me to work that?" and just started jerking his knob. And then you asked, I'd love to ride, I'd love to drive. There's so much heavy flirting going on here, and I don't honestly believe you know how to work a tractor. I know you have no idea how to operate a gas pump. Oh, shit. Fuck me, you're right, it's not up. I'm a horrible person.
Where am I going? Well, you'll sit right here and hold on right here. Go right. Yep.
Well, where am I going? You had to explain how to jump up on the tractor to sit next to the guy. Yeah, I really believe that this one's a little bigger than your John Deere back home.
Okay, here. You want me to work that for you? Well, I just get a photo. We gotta keep moving. Would you like a ride, or you gotta keep moving? They said I gotta keep moving. Okay. I wouldn't mind driving. This is a little bigger than my John Deere. That's a beauty. Well, thank you very much. Yeah. Are you competing with it here, or are you just showing? No, we just show. Everybody just shows. There's a feature tractor every year. This year it's the Al Chalmers. John Deere will have its time. Yep. Yeah. Always have its time. Yep. Hey, great, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Aw, just admit you want to fuck him. Come on, let's go back. Right here.
I wouldn't mind driving. This is a little bigger than my John Deere. That's a beauty. Well, thank you very much. Yeah. Are you competing with it here, or are you just showing? No.
Aw, you want him to stick it in your pooper. Obama and Mike Pence had a steamy love affair. Pence is a wussy. Yeah, but I mean, Pence is also super duper fake. And that's why I love showing, why did he smack him? Because he needed to touch him, Danger Bear Wolf Turtle. He knew that he was going to be leaving his beautiful tractor man. He had to move on. He wasn't going to get time to really ride or drive that tractor. So he had to smack him. He needed a little bit of physical contact because he's going to remember that tit smack. He's going to remember that man boob, and he's going to rub one out aggressively. He's going to fire off like a goddamn chain gun. He's going to paint the walls of some hotel room white with his nut, and then he'll go back home to his wife, who he's happily married to, and continue to secretly bear his own private burden that he has put upon himself by just not admitting that he's gay. Just admit you like dudes. There's nothing wrong with it. It's 2023. We get it, right? Uber Christian person wouldn't even be the first fucking time. In fact, it'd make a lot of sense. It would explain quite a few things if Mike Pence just said, "Yeah, dude, I like it in the rut," if you know what I mean. Anyways, I like mudding it up. I don't, not me, Mike Pence, shit. Well, we better end the show before that one gets out in the wrong way. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. We're going to be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time for another amazing Game Over podcast. I also am going to be on Rumble Friday for the Steel Toe Show tomorrow from 6 to 10 or 10:30. We'll see. So that'll be very exciting. Feel free to check that out. Thank you for checking out the show. And he wanted to sit on his lap while he drove. Exactly, Danger Bear Wolf Turtle. Pence is a mud shark. Oh, yes, he is. Brokeback Johnny. No, I was talking about Pence. I was talking about Pence, not me. I was talking about Pence. God damn it. See you in the AM. Indeed. Thank you all for being part of the show. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. That's the exit. We'll see you.
Game over.
What the fuck? Fuck! Hold on! Fuck this fucking... How did you do fucking... Fuck! Twisted dude!
I pray to the highest heavens, Lord, please do not let this baby get any purple heavy yogurt somewhere from any man else.
Don't you ever threaten me when your husband came to me to get his butthole licked.